As you thought. He then began to narrate. Zhulong was not protecting the Kangling Dao realm, but something else. The reason your ancestors felt it was protecting the Kangling Dao realm is simply because this item remained in the Kangling Dao realm. That is the 100 Dynasties dragon worshipping. The history gradually unfolded. However, with the prosperity of the Kangling Dao realm and the weakening of external enemies, the 100 Dynasties became blinded by self-interest and coveted the item Zhulong was protecting. As a result, the two sides clashed. In the end, Zhulong died. The Kangling 100 Dynasties suffered countless casualties, and Zhulong's resentment also remained here. He crossed his arms, smiled, and looked up, saying, "After Zhulong died, this ancient city was sealed here by a trace of its will." Hearing this, Zhang Fengfeng cried out in astonishment, "You mean, this place is the sacred ground of the Kangling Dao realm, and also the burial place of Zhulong?" Right after, she was startled to realize, "Wait, if what you say is true, then wouldn't Zhulong's resentment be here?" He smiled and turned to answer, "Of course, but after so many years have passed. At most, it's only at the Emperor realm, that's all." Hearing Lin Yu's nonchalant tone, she was terrified. "That's all? An Emperor realm is more than enough to kill both of us." He then raised his hand and confidently said, "This monument is the treasure that protected Zhulong, the Heavenly Fusion Talisman, one of the 8 great divine artifacts." Immediately after, a massive iron chain was revealed, holding the large monument. The Heavenly Fusion Talisman was split into 4 parts. This is probably 1/4 of it. But even one part yields incredible benefits. What a bummer there's a restriction. At this moment, Zhulong's eyes gradually opened. It slowly raised its head and let out a powerful roar, shaking the entire Forbidden Land. Upon seeing this, Zhang Fengfeng was immediately scared stiff and hid behind Lin Yu, shouting. Seeing this, he sighed. "You, on the other hand, are more interesting than Zhang Xingshui." Hearing the teasing intent in Lin Yu's voice, she quickly pushed him away. "Damn it!" Just then, a drop of blood surprisingly, automatically flew out from Zhang Fengfeng's hand. She looked confused. "Huh? Why is my blood flying on its own?" Immediately after, that drop of blood shot straight towards the restrained monument. The drop of blood touched the iron chain, and then it seemed as if everything began to change. The iron chain vanished. Seeing this, he was surprised. I didn't expect Zhang Fengfeng's wound to lead to such a surprise haul. She still had wide, confused eyes. "What exactly is this?" Lin Yu explained. "It seems that these chains can be undone simply by using the blood of the Kangling 100 Dynasty's descendants. Right now, only 1 chain has been opened. We still need to open 99 more chains." The dragon then flew up and roared incessantly at them. Zhang Fengfeng saw this and wondered, "Is that Zhulong?" He smiled and said, "You guessed right. It's here." Lin Yu suddenly grasped her wrist. He dragged Zhang Fengfeng and ran. "Since you helped me figure things out just now, I'll take you out with me." She heard this and felt puzzled. "What do you mean by figure things out?" He smiled and replied, "Don't ask so many questions. Getting away is the priority." Just then, the dragon darted straight past them, rushing ahead of them. It appeared in front of Lin Yu and immediately spat out a powerful stream of spiritual energy. Seeing this, he quickly embraced the girl, Zhang Fengfeng, and dodged the attack. At that moment, in order to help Zhang Fengfeng evade Zhulong's strike, Lin Yue was injured, and blood poured out of his mouth. And Lin Yue was immediately injured. Blood gushed from his mouth. He quickly picked her up and ran in another direction. Lin Yu's feet dragged a long distance on the ground. Zhang Fengfeng saw this scene and worried. "It's too strong. It's an expert even among the Emperor realm cultivators. We can't escape." However, Lin Yu smiled confidently. "That's not necessarily true." At this time, Zhulong was flying in the air, roaring loudly towards them. A surge of spiritual energy swelled in the air. A pair of wings appeared behind Lin Yu. He carried the girl and flew up. "Don't worry. We are not far from the entrance. We can escape." Lin Yu thought to himself, "Having gone through the injury a while ago, my battle body has entered the 2nd heaven of the Wang realm." He immediately launched an attack towards Zhulong, the 3rd move of the Jelulu. At the same time, Zhulong also attacked. The 2 techniques collided. He then leveraged the momentum and continued to activate the Jelulu shield, leaping up. A circular formation appeared beneath their feet. This formation was constantly flashing with electric sparks. Rocks flew everywhere. A purple light appeared inside the prison. Lin Yu released Zhang Fengfeng, who fell directly. She was now safe, a little flustered and blushing. On the other side, he said, "Do you see? The ancient Haoyu dynasty is connected to the lifeblood of the Kangling Dao realm. By obtaining the treasure inside, the Haoyue dynasty can regain its place as number one among the Kangling 100 dynasties. Zhang Fengfeng heard this and blushingly said, I know. He then came closer and said to her, now that you know the secret, you can leave. I need to tend to my injury. Zhang Fengfeng, blushing, quickly replied, okay. Then Lin Yu sat cross-legged on the mat. She, understanding the situation, clasped her hands and said, thank you, Yang Kai. Lin Yu calmly replied, go. So she quickly went outside. Zhang Fengfeng, still blushing, reminded them, take good care of him. Satisfy all his needs. Don't neglect anything, understand? They heard this and respectfully replied, yes, princess, rest assured. After she left, they were surprised. Did I hear wrong? How could the fourth princess be so gentle? I've seen the fourth princess many times, even in front of the crown prince. She always had a cold look. This is really strange. Yang Kai, it must be Yang Kai. Besides, the fourth princess's hair was a little messy. Could it be? Suddenly, another person warned, shut up. Don't look and don't talk. Just show it with your actions. Be nice to Yang Kai. They immediately said yes. Time advanced to 15 minutes later. All the soldiers in the prison took out a feast of delicacies and placed them on the table for Lin Yue. Young Master Yang, our brothers were worried you were hungry, so they specifically brought some food for you. This is the best food from Zilu in the imperial capital. These are the freshest oysters. This is the top-tier Beilong wine. He smiled and gently replied, okay, put it here first. Did the seventh princess come to look for me? He then answered, the seventh princess wanted to meet the emperor but was stopped by the queen. After that, she indeed wanted to come here. However, the crown prince drove her away. Hearing this, Lin Yue was annoyed. Zhang Xingshui failed. It seems I can only rely on Zhang Fengfeng. So he asked them, tell me, why did your attitude suddenly change? They stammered, this. The man smiled mysteriously, leaned in and said, your affair with the fourth princess, we have already figured it out. Furthermore, I deduced from the matter of the crown prince and the seventh princess that the seventh princess must also like you. And the crown prince, because of the fourth princess, is deliberately preventing the seventh princess from visiting you. Isn't that right? He started to imagine a dramatic romance. Your reputation is already slaying. Can't we butter you up a little? You are going to be the prince consort later on. Then you neither denied nor affirmed it. So you guys think so too? The prison warden smiled smugly. How about it? I'm pretty smart, right? Lin Yu did not reply, but said, you are indeed talented, then do something for me. I've calculated that the fourth princess will go to see the emperor tonight. Help me keep an eye on her. Once she goes to see the emperor, notify me. The prison warden immediately replied respectfully, you can even predict this. Don't worry, leave it to me. Time advanced to that evening. At the fourth princess's mansion, Zhang Fengfeng was lying on the bed, deep in thought. Yang Kai, why did you tell me the secret? Don't you know that doing so puts me in a difficult position? She was constantly conflicted, not knowing what to do. If I tell this to father, I can definitely save Yang Kai's life. But in that case, I will be completely opposed to Zhang Wudi. Zhang Fengfeng closed her eyes, full of indecision. Yang Kai or Zhang Wudi? What should I do now? Finally, she jumped up. I've decided to follow my heart. I should still save Yang Kai. After all, that Zhang Wudi never trusted me. Just like that, Zhang Fengfeng quietly slipped outside. In the night, she asked, is the seventh princess still outside father's imperial study? The maidservant respectfully replied, yes. However, the emperor has no intention of summoning her. Zhang Fengfeng then said, I see. Are there any updates from the crown prince's side? She quickly replied, the crown prince just issued an order to execute Yang Kai, who is currently being escorted to the execution ground. As soon as she heard this, Zhang Fengfeng was terrified. She was shocked and her expression changed. Could it be because I returned without reporting? That? Zhang Wudi must have thought that she failed to get the secret from Yang Kai, which is why he is having him killed. So Zhang Fengfeng rushed off. I have to hurry and see the emperor. Yang Kai, I won't let you die. You must wait for me. The scene switched to the Wuyu royal palace. Zhang Xingshui was pacing around the main palace, unable to enter. Suddenly, Zhang Fengfeng appeared in front of her. Seeing this, Zhang Xingshui was shocked. What are you doing here? She quickly urged, hurry to the execution ground and save Yang Kai. I will ask father to spare Yang Kai's life. Hurry up or it will be too late. After that, Zhang Fengfeng quickly ran inside. Zhang Xingshui watched, confused. What do you mean? She replied, no time to explain. Zhang Xingshui watched blankly. What scheme is this now? However, Zhang Fengfeng immediately pushed her away. Hurry up and go! After entering inside, Zhang Fengfeng immediately met a guard outside. She said, help me inform father that The fourth princess requests an audience. He immediately replied, yes, fourth princess. The scene switched to another location. Lin Yue was still as calm as ever. He was being escorted by them, wearing wooden stocks on his hands. As they walked, they smiled confidently. Prince Consort, I told someone to loosen these stocks a bit. This way you can be a little more comfortable. Lin Yue smiled and asked, aren't you afraid of being implicated? He replied, implicated in what? Prince Consort, you predict things like a god. You said the fourth princess would go see the emperor, and she really did. They all said confidently and happily, so you said you wouldn't die, and you definitely won't be. That's right, we believe in the prince consort. Just wait for the prince consort's comeback. Just then, Zhang Wudi angrily spoke loudly. Get out, jail guards! Bring Yang Kai to the execution block. The two of them politely and softly said to Lin Yue, please. Immediately after, he calmly sat there and smiled. Behind him, the executioner raised his sword. They looked at each other below, worried. Why hasn't the fourth princess arrived yet? Exactly, the time is ripe. The fourth princess should be doing the damsel in distress rescue by now. Could something have happened? On the other side, Zhang Wudi commanded, strike! Meanwhile, he was secretly thinking, forget it. If neither of the two princesses comes, then I'll do it myself. Just then, unexpectedly, Zhang Shengshui arrived and blocked the attack. Who dares to lay a hand on my martial uncle? This princess will exterminate their entire clan. The sword in the executioner's hand was immediately knocked away. Lin Yue was safe and sound. She quickly went in front of him and said, Martial uncle, don't be afraid, I'm here. He smiled and replied, relax, your martial uncle is never afraid. Seeing this, Zhang Wudi was furious. You nobody dare to disrupt an execution! I'll kill you right now! At this moment, Lin Yue also stood up and smiled, saying, so arrogant. Did you forget being beaten up before? However, he still smiled confidently. You're wearing shackles forged from 10,000-year black iron. What can you do? He raised his hand and smiled, saying, 10,000-year black iron, huh? Watch this. Immediately after, the restraint binding Lin Yue's hands, due to being loosely attached, fell off. He was also stunned, as he looked at his hand. On the other side, Zhang Wudi and Zhang Xingxue were also surprised. He opened the lock himself? At this point, the two men discussed with each other. That... The prince consort hasn't even used any strength, so how did the lock break by itself? He replied, didn't you tell me to loosen it? At this moment, the jail warden was terrified. I'm screwed. If the crown prince investigates, I'm definitely dead. At this moment, Lin Yue's whole body revealed a physique resembling that of a spirit from the underworld. I've opened locks even harder than this. You think you can kill me just with what you have? Naive, he thought to himself. Those prison guards were kind. I shouldn't let them get implicated. Seeing this, Zhang Wudi was terrified. He immediately clasped his hands and said, stop, don't come over here! However, that figure, resembling the Grim Reaper, charged straight at him, attacking them. This was the Grim Reaper passing by. Zhang Wudi clutched his chest and knelt on the ground. At this moment, he trembled on the ground, unable to stand up, and said, you want to kill me? He walked up and nonchalantly asked, is there a problem with that? Suddenly, the sound of soldiers' footsteps continuously running forward was heard. They shouted, oh no! The army of the Ha Yu dynasty has arrived! Lin Yue smiled faintly when he saw this. It looks like quite a few more people are going to die. Just then, Zhang Fengfeng appeared and loudly said, stop immediately! No one is to act recklessly. That Zhang Wudi thought she had come to save him, and happily said, royal sister, you came just in time! Capture Yang Kai for your royal brother, and I will reward you. However, she looked down at him and said coldly, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. At this point, Zhang Wudi realized something was strange. He nervously said, Zhang Fengfeng, what do you mean by this? You dare to collude with rebels? Then this prince will kill you too. Zhang Fengfeng produced an imperial decree and said, Father ordered this princess to bring Lin Yue back. Zhang Wudi, do you dare to disobey the imperial decree? As soon as they saw that thing, they were surprised. What? An imperial decree? Immediately after she opened the imperial decree, a golden light appeared. The emperor coldly looked down upon them. All of you heed the decree. Yang Kai is pardoned. Immediately bring him to the royal palace to meet us. At this, everyone knelt down on the ground and respectfully said, long live His Majesty the Emperor. We heed the decree. Only Lin Yue stood straight, showing no intention of bowing. On the other side, Zhang Wudi transmitted a message to his subordinate. Quickly inform the Empress Dowager. She will surely have a way. The scene switched to Imperial Consort Ling's palace. After hearing the matter, she was surprised. There's such a thing, now this is interesting. Go, let this consort meet this Yang Kai. The maid replied, yes. Imperial Consort Ling smiled faintly. It's been a long time since I've met such an interesting man. He really makes one look forward to it. Upon arriving, the maid said, "The queen only wishes to see Yang Kai alone. The two princesses, please halt." Lin Yu also reminded them, "Wait for me here." After that, he walked inside. Outside the door, a strong fragrance wafted out. Lin Yu smiled faintly and said, "Spiritual butterfly flower, 3 mountain stone flower, 9-leaf heart-following lotus. The queen truly has good taste." At this time, she was lying seductively on a soft couch. She said, "Oh my." Imperial Consort Ling smiled and leaned up. The scented smoke was specially formulated by this consort. Out of so many people, you're the first to state the entire composition. She then gently placed her feet on the ground and said, "You must be Yang Kai, right? You have some knowledge. Your appearance isn't bad either." Imperial Consort Ling smiled and moved closer. "Tell this consort, why did the Emperor pardon your death sentence and want to meet you?" Suddenly at this moment, Lin Yu changed to a different voice. "You hussy. Did you completely forget about this prince?" Upon hearing this, she was startled. "Who exactly are you?" He smiled and walked past Imperial Consort Ling. "Flowers that don't bloom together with 100 other flowers." The solitary fence is quite interesting, too. Upon recognizing the voice, she was shocked. "Is that really your highness?" Lin Yu continued, "Rather die holding the fragrance, never to be blown into the north wind." Hearing this, Ling Fei was excited. "Your highness, is it truly you?" He smiled nonchalantly and said, "Of course it's me. You know the heart-shaped fetal qi-yang acupoint blockage? This prince remembers it clearly. It's been 16 years. This prince has successfully reincarnated and returned many times. Are you happy?" Hearing this, Ling Fei immediately embraced Lin Yue. "Your highness, I've waited for you for so long." He thought to himself, "Over 100,000 years to obtain this Bagua information. I've died more than 1,000 times. I didn't expect it to be useful today." Lin Yi maintained a cold, distant tone, rebuking his former lover. "Stop with the faking it. The moment this prince died, you married my royal brother and even gave birth to a son and a daughter. It's heartbreaking to witness." Ling Fei heard this and immediately cried, explaining, "No, Wudi is your flesh and blood. I only married the emperor to protect our bloodline." Hearing this, he asked again, "Really? Don't pretend to be so devoted," she added. "I'm definitely not lying, but Feng Feng is indeed the daughter of the emperor and me. That's why I've always resented her. Because I knew your highness cultivated the law of life and death, so I have always waited for your highness." Lin Yue smiled and stroked Ling Fei's face. "Very well. In that case, I am reassured." He then turned around and walked away, smiling as he said, "All right, if I stay too long, royal brother will become suspicious. This time, this prince has returned to reclaim what belongs to me. From now on, stand on my side. Understood?" She clasped her hands and submitted, "Yes, your highness." As soon as he stepped outside, the two princesses hurriedly worried and asked, "Did the queen mother do anything to you? Did she give you a hard time?" Lin Yue calmly replied, "No, I'm just going to see Prince Wu Yue." Zhang Fengfeng looked inside, puzzled. How is that possible? That's unlike the queen mother's character. Inside, the emperor was sitting high above, looking down with great solemnity. Now everyone was kneeling before him. Only Lin Yu stood tall. Zhang Wudi saw this and shouted loudly, "Yang Kai, how dare you? Why don't you kneel before the emperor?" Zhang Fengfeng looked up and quickly spoke on his behalf. "Your Majesty, Yang Kai's legs are inconvenient, please pardon him." However, he directly stated, "No, my legs are very convenient. Otherwise, how could I have defeated the first prince twice?" Seeing this, she was speechless. "You can't play like that." Lin Yu spoke with confidence and asked, "If His Majesty truly wanted to meet me, why force me to kneel? Let's get straight to the important business." However, the emperor above also had his own dignity. "You say, why should we beg you?" Lin Yu smiled and replied, "Stop beating around the bush. Your great lifelong ambition, whether it can be achieved or not, rests on my thought." Hearing this, Zhang Wudi was secretly pleased. Dare to speak to the emperor like that? This guy is toast. However, to his surprise, the emperor said, "Everyone withdraw." Zhang Wudi was astonished and stammered, This? Afterward, everyone retreated, leaving only the two of them. The emperor spoke first. "Tell us, what is the deal with Haoyu Ancient City? The world beneath the sky prison. Is it really Haoyu Ancient City?" Lin Yu answered. "Of course, it's just a pity that because of the greed of ancestor Shangling back then, Zhulong perished and turned into a vengeful spirit." He added, "That inglorious period of history, of the great power Shangling Dao down here, is why all the information related to Haoyu Ancient City has been obscured. Your Majesty, if you have doubts, you can check the ancient records and investigate. Hearing this, the emperor replied in a deep voice, "We will personally investigate the authenticity of the ancient city." Prince Wu Yue thought to himself, what he said was indeed the truth. Although the ancient records only contained a few sentences, he could still guess a little. He calmly replied, "Okay." Afterward, they immediately headed directly to the sky prison. Inside, the emperor asked, "Aren't you afraid that after we go in, we will kill you?" Lin Yu said confidently, "No, I'm not afraid, because my true value is only after entering the ancient city. Come here and drip your blood onto the bed. Then you can enter." He didn't hesitate and walked forward, cutting his hand and dripping a drop of blood. Immediately, a red teleportation door opened. Prince Wu Yue quickly jumped through the door. Zhang Fengfeng, next to Lin Yue, anxiously asked Yang Kai, "Father, he'll be all right, won't he?" Lin Yue replied, "Don't worry, he won't die." With his suspicious nature, he wouldn't believe it without going in. A moment later, he emerged outside, looking flustered and anxious. Prince Wu Yue then turned to speak to Zhang Fengfeng. "Fengfeng, stand down. Don't let anyone approach the sky prison." She quickly said, "Yes, father." After Zhang Fengfeng left, he smiled and reminded him, "Don't hold it in anymore." At this moment, a mouthful of blood gushed out from his mouth. Prince Wu Yue looked bewildered. "How were you able to escape from that thing?" He calmly replied, "I just accidentally got out. Since you've been to the ancient city, we can discuss the trade next." He heard this and asked, "Trade? An Emperor Realm expert wants to make a trade with me? You're a bit noob." However, he still calmly replied, "Are you familiar with it? You're injured, but I brought Zhang Fengfeng out safely." Already, at this point, Prince Wu Yue didn't beat around the bush and asked, "Tell me, what's the deal?" Lin Yu replied, "I will help you subdue Zhulong and open the dragon meridian on its body. In return, you must grant me enough power, second only to you, and above all others." Hearing this, he scoffed. "So you are nothing more than a villain greedy for power." However, he didn't hesitate to state his true purpose. "Not really. Next, I plan to initiate the All Dynasties Gathering Battle." As soon as he heard Lin Yue's intention, Prince Wu Yue was furious and said, "What do you mean? Do you want the 100 dynasties of Shangling to all know that the Dragon Meridian is in my dynasty?" He turned around and replied, "Of course not. To unseal the ancient city, the blood of the 100 dynasties' descendants is needed. I've figured out a way how to make the 100 dynasties come to Hao Yui dynasty without them getting involved in the fight for the Dragon Meridian and still obtain the blood of the descendants." Got the blood of the descendant. Hearing this, he was curious. Really, what way? At this moment, his main goal was truly revealed. "Lin Yu is the subject of the bounty from Shangyuan Dao Master. Just announce this news to the people of the 100 dynasties, and they will definitely come. And my identity in this plan will be the most beneficial use. Understood?" Hearing this, Prince Wu Yu didn't refuse anymore. "Fine, we'll trust you this once. But if you mess up, you know the consequences." Afterward, Lin Yu left the sky prison. Just then, a group of people suddenly appeared, leaping out from the bushes. They all looked different, surrounding him with hostile intent. This group was Zhang Wudi's people. He asked, "What private conversation did father have with you?" Lin Yue replied, "Do I need to report my work to you?" He was furious to hear that. "So arrogant! Attack him together!" His subordinates immediately obeyed. "Got it! We have so many people, why would we be afraid of him? Go!" Just then, a group of Queen's maidservants appeared. "Stop, first prince! Young Master Yang Kai, the Queen requests your presence." Zhang Wudi was confused. "Mother?" Hearing this, Lin Yue didn't hesitate, and turned to say, "Let's go." After walking a distance, the maid pointed. "We're here." At this moment, a majestic voice rang out from inside. "Rebellious son, how rude! Disrespecting your superior. Kneel outside for me, you may not rise without my command." "Don't get up." Hearing this, he was puzzled. "Disrespecting my superior? Mother, what do you mean?" Lin Yu smiled, realizing what was going on. "You'll understand soon enough, son." Hearing this, Zhang Wudi angrily cursed. "Jerk, you're the son." A shout from inside rang out. "Rebellious son, didn't you hear my command clearly?" At this, he immediately knelt and said, "Yes, your son obeys." Zhang Wudi felt bewildered. "Damn it, mother has never treated me like this. What on earth did this scumbag Yang Kai do?" The scene shifts to the inside. A strong fragrance wafted up. Ling Fei clung to Lin Yue and said, "Prince, you've finally come. May I serve you in bed?" Hearing this, he appeared cold. "Big Ho, this prince's great ambition is not yet fulfilled. How could I be in this mood to linger with you right now?" She radiated a seductive aura and said affectionately, "But I truly miss you." Just then, a shout from outside was heard. "Hand over my martial uncle." Hearing this voice, Ling Fei was startled and exclaimed, "It's Zhang Jingshui." As soon as she arrived, she looked confused. Zhang Wudi, what are you kneeling here for? He was humiliated and cursed. Does this prince's actions need to be reported to you? Seeing his appearance, Zhang Jingshui was speechless. He's already like this and still putting on airs. Never mind, saving Lin Yu is more important. So she shouted loudly again, Queen Lingfei! I'm here to pick up my martial uncle. The latter quickly said, Go away. Seventh princess, your martial uncle and I have other matters to discuss. After the matter is concluded, I will send your martial uncle back to his residence. Just then, an imperial decree suddenly rang out. We hereby bestow upon Yang Kai the title of Great General of the Haoyu dynasty, with the title Du Yue. His status is second only to us. Anyone who meets Great General Du Yue is to treat him as if they were meeting us. Those who defy this shall have their entire clan exterminated. Zhang Fengfeng was also surprised and looked up. Starting today, he shall command the 30 million-strong army of the Haoyu dynasty. Zhang Wudi was shocked to see this. What's going on? Not only has mother changed, father has changed too. In just a few hours, Yang Kai is already second only to one person and above all others. At this, Lin Yu smiled and walked out. Well, I'll be taking my leave now. Lingfei was still stunned and said, Yes, Prince? She looked after him, feeling confused. How did the prince manage to do that? Just as he walked out, he saw the two princesses waiting outside. Why are you two here? The two of them immediately said joyfully, Greetings, Great General Du Yue. Lin Yu replied politely, Dispense with the formalities. Then he looked down at the person kneeling on the ground and asked, What about you? At this, Zhang Wudi immediately obediently said, Greetings, Great General. He smiled and sighed, not sincere enough. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Lin Yu teased him. You lack sincerity. Reflect on yourself. You are not allowed to stand up before sunset today. Hearing this, Zhang Wudi was somewhat dissatisfied, but still said, I will obey, Great General. Du Yue. Then Lin Yu simply left. Meanwhile, Zhang Wudi gritted his teeth and thought to himself, Don't look down on others. Just you wait. He glared at his fist, secretly recording the humiliation from Yang Kai that day. While he was lost in thought, Lingfei spoke up. Rebellious son, behave and kneel there. If you dare to be disrespectful to Great General Du Yue again, I will teach you a lesson. Hearing this, Zhang Wudi hurriedly replied, Yes, mother! At the same time, he broke out in a cold sweat, realizing that even his mother didn't support him. How can I get my revenge now? Don't look down on others, just you wait. This prince won't let this feud go. The scene shifts to nightfall. The atmosphere was quite quiet. Inside the room, Zhang Jingshui and Lin Yue were sitting opposite each other. Their two hands were touching. Lin Yue questioned, Have you found the people I asked you to look for? She frowned and replied, I'm sorry, young master. I didn't find them. Hearing this, Lin Yue calmly replied, It was expected. If you could find them, it would mean they weren't hiding well. He thought to himself, although that's what I say, not having any news of Xiao Mei and the others is still worrying. Afterward, Zhang Jingshu seriously reminded him, Young master, my people say that the first prince returned to his room and summoned a group of people. Among them are people from the Ziyun dynasty. Could they be planning to deal with you? But Lin Yue confidently stated no. Zhang Wudi doesn't dare to confront me now. He and the Ziyun dynasty have long been colluding, now that he no longer has the advantage. He probably wants to destroy the roots of those Ziyun dynasty people. With that, Lin Yu stood up and said, All right, that's enough cultivation for today. I'm going out for a bit. Hearing this, Zhang Jingshui asked curiously, Are you going to where they are fighting, master? Lin Yu immediately confirmed, Yes, to see something interesting. It's time to light the fuse. With the Ziyun dynasty. The scene shifts to Zhang Wudi, meeting the people of the Ziyun dynasty. He spoke up. Prince Dun, didn't I tell you not to come looking for me? Seeing this, Prince Dun sternly replied, First Prince, King Song is a person of my Ziyun dynasty. Regarding his death, if you don't hand over the murderer, my Ziyun dynasty can only come here to search ourselves. Zhang Wudi stressed again. This prince said, Give me a little more time. But Prince Dun pressed hard, refusing to let go. We can't wait any longer. If you don't hand the person over, I will let the Haoyue dynasty know what kind of person you truly are. This statement from him directly angered Zhang Wudi. He shouted, Kill! You dare to threaten me, then go to hell! Go! Prince Dun remained completely calm seeing this and asked, Overestimating yourself. Zhang Wudi, did you think I wouldn't consider that you would kill people to silence them? Next, Zhang Wudi drew a purple sword. He boasted, Let me open your eyes. This prince absorbed the yin-yang law of 1,000 women and just completed this practice. I originally prepared it for that guy. Saying this, he directly rushed to attack Prince Dun. The prince quickly reacted to this sight, backing away in time. This sword strike from Zhang Wudi sliced through the entire row of bamboo. But Prince Dun was no ordinary person. He quickly ambushed him from behind. The might was similar, only his speed was too slow. Then Prince Dun attacked him, causing him to cough up blood. Zhang Wudi now lay flat on the ground. He questioned, "How is this possible? I lost in just one move." Prince Dun laughed coldly, mocking him. "You're nothing but trash! If it weren't for your mother backing you, do you think you are all that in the Hao dynasty?" Afterward, he ordered his subordinates, "Guards, take him to the emperor for punishment." The guard immediately obeyed. "Yes!" Suddenly, Lin Yu emerged from nowhere and said, "Wait, I want this person. Can you grant me this favor and let him go?" Seeing him appear, Zhang Wudi was like a drowning man clutching at a straw. He clung to his leg, crying out frantically, "Yang Kai, save me!" Lin Yu hadn't even teased him yet. "Now you know to beg me for help? Just a moment ago, didn't you say you prepared a killing blow for me?" Zhang Wudi cried even more miserably. "I was wrong. It was my fault. Please, Lord, don't blame a small person like me. Please spare my life. Will you?" Hearing these words, Lin Yu smiled and reassured him, "Don't worry. Wudi, my child, I will definitely save you." Seeing this situation, Prince Dun thought cautiously, he dares to appear alone? He must have some strength. "Rush him together and kill him!" After that, the entire group rushed up to attack Lin Yue. He stood still, crossing his arms and saying, "One move is enough to kill all of you." One by one, the people of the Ziyun dynasty were defeated by Lin Yue. Seeing this, Zhang Wudi was astonished and gaped. "How's this possible? Even father isn't this strong." After that, Lin Yu swept past Prince Dun like a gust of wind. Looking at the blood on his hand, he smiled. "The blood of the Ziyun dynasty is now in my hand." At this point, Zhang Wudi knelt down again, pleading earnestly, "I beg you, don't kill me!" Lin Yu seized the opportunity to tease him. "Just now you were begging me to save you. Why are you now begging me not to kill you?" Zhang Wudi kowtowed and explained, "General's way of doing things? I understand now. It was my mistake. From now on, I won't cause you any trouble." Seeing this, Lin Yu nodded and relented. "You were wrong this time, but I won't kill you. Follow me to your mother's bedchamber." Zhang Wudi wondered in confusion. Mother's bedchamber? After that, the two of them went to Ling Fei's bedchamber. Seeing Zhang Wudi, Ling Fei quickly asked, "My son, come here quickly!" "Let mother see if you're hurt." Zhang Wudi quickly reassured her. "Don't worry, mother. Your son is fine." "How did mother know your son was in danger?" Hearing him ask, Ling Fei hesitantly began. "It's because earlier—" Before she could finish, Lin Yu interrupted. "I said that I could bring Wudi back safely alone. Do you believe me now?" Seeing this, Ling Fei immediately threw herself into Lin Yu's arms and said coquettishly, "When I heard the Ziyun dynasty wanted to attack Wudi, I was scared to death. Luckily, you were there." He quickly reminded her, "Don't do that. The child is watching." This scene hit Zhang Wudi like a lightning bolt. He stammered, Mother and Yang Kai, do they have a history?" Ling Fei softly asked, "My lord, since things have come to this, may your concubine—" Lin Yu nodded and said, "Go on." Then she turned to her son, Wudi, and said, "Great General Yang Kai is your biological father." Zhang Wudi was psychologically shocked and asked again, "What did mother say? Biological father?" Seeing him like this, Ling Fei affirmed, "That's right. If the great general wasn't your biological father, why would he want to save you? Besides, you're so smart. Are you going to be like that idiotic emperor?" Zhang Wudi still muttered, "I don't believe it." On this side, Lin Yu was secretly scoffing. Someone like him is considered smart? Seeing that he was still in denial, Ling Fei immediately applied the right-hand man rule. "Mother's words are completely true. Yang Kai is your biological father." Could mother be wrong? "Hurry up and call him dad, did you hear me?" Lin Yu, who was hugging her waist, advised, "Forget it. It's normal that our son can't accept it immediately. It's completely normal. I have something important I want to discuss with you two." After that, he spoke gently. "The matter of you two, mother and son, secretly stealing medicinal herbs to refine pills, and giving it to the Ziyun dynasty. This act of self-gain has been going on for 3 years, right?" Ling Fei blushed, nodded shyly, and said, "My lord is brilliant. That is indeed the case." Then he turned to the boy and said, "Wudi, the medicinal ingredients are probably on you, right? Take them out." He nodded and replied, "Yes." A few seconds later, Zhang Wudi waved his hand, revealing a pile of medicinal ingredients. Lin Yu inspected them briefly and instructed, "Sure enough, they are all the ingredients for the Holy Heart Pill, the medicine that cultivators of the Ziyun dynasty will definitely use. Wudi, I want you to seize the opportunity, while the events of tonight have not been discovered yet, to deliver these herbs to various places in the Ziyun dynasty. After that, he immediately began to circulate the blood sacrifice heart refinement technique. Seeing this scene, Ling Fei asked blankly, "My lord, did you poison it?" Zhang Wudi immediately yelled, "No! If you poison it, the people of the Ziyun dynasty will definitely find out." Ling Fei heard her son and shouted loudly, "Shut up! How could something your father does be easily discovered by others?" Lin Yue immediately praised her. "Ah, my Ling Fei is indeed intelligent." At this moment, Lin Yu smiled with satisfaction, saying, "This is an ancient secret technique. With the strength of the Ziyun dynasty, they naturally won't be able to detect it. Wudi, quickly take these herbs to the Ziyun dynasty. Your father will go first." But Zhang Wudi was still skeptical. He asked probingly, "Mother, how can this Yang Kai be so young and be my biological father? Mother, you were tricked by him, right?" Ling Fei quickly snapped, "What do you know? Your father cultivated the great Tao of samsara, life and death. After reincarnation, he is naturally younger than you. He has always been testing you before. My child, you must work hard." Hearing this, Zhang Wudi was enlightened. So that's how it is. The scene changes to 5 days later, at Zhang Jingshui's place. She was pouring tea for Lin Yu, while Zhang Fengfeng reported beside him, "Great General Lin Yu, father, following your instructions, has transformed the heavenly prison into the appearance of a mystic realm. The restriction has also been reinforced. Only those below the Emperor realm can enter. Furthermore, with the exception of the Ziyun dynasty, talented individuals and princes from all the other dynasties have arrived at the imperial capital. They wish to meet you." Lin Yu heard this and calmly said, "It doesn't matter if the Ziyun dynasty doesn't come. Spread the news that I am arranging the sequence for the 100 dynasties to enter the mystic realm, and am too busy to meet anyone." Hearing Zhang Fengfeng's words, Zhang Jingshui curiously asked, "Why restrict the Emperor realm? Does entering the mystic realm also require a queue?" Lin Yu immediately explained, "Restricting the Emperor realm is to lure in some princes from smaller dynasties. Most of these people don't understand the secret history of the 100 dynasties. Just arranging the sequence." Zhang Fengfeng immediately realized his intention. "Ah, does young master want to take advantage of the sequence to enter the mystic realm, to make a big profit?" He admitted, "That's right. You are indeed more cunning than your sister." Praised by him, Zhang Fengfeng was embarrassed, saying, "I'm smart, you see." Then he smiled and entrusted her. "All right, then leave that matter to you." She replied, "Mm-hmm." The scene changes to another location. The atmosphere here is quite calm. This is the reception, all of the Haoyu dynasty. One person curiously asked, "What is the Haoyu dynasty doing? If Lin Yu is really here, why don't they go and capture him themselves?" The young man beside him immediately spoke up. "That's someone who was injured and is wanted by Tao Master Lan. How can he be so easy to catch? Your news is too poor. The mystic realm where Lin Yue is hiding has set a restriction. Only those below the Emperor realm can enter. No wonder my father sent me here." Seeing that there was a large crowd, Zhang Fengfeng began to announce, "Envoy's Great General Du Yue is still arranging the sequence for the 100 dynasties to enter the mystic realm. He temporarily cannot return to meet you, so he sent me here to explain." The person from before quickly inquired about the situation. "May I ask, fourth princess, how General Yang is arranging the sequence for the 100 dynasties to enter the mystic realm?" Zhang Fengfeng intentionally evaded the question. "That is still being deliberated, but please rest assured, the great general is very fair." This person immediately understood the implication in her words. "I understand." Then, Zhang Fengfeng smiled and reminded them, "The general's words are set. Once the great general finishes arranging the sequence tomorrow, you can enter the mystic realm." Hearing this, the person from the Yunwu dynasty immediately assessed, "It seems this great general, Du Yu, is a greedy one. Greedy means it's easy to handle. What do we lack in our Yunwu dynasty? Money is no object." After that, the entire group started arguing loudly. "Yunwu dynasty? Why aren't you drinking the wine? Kixuan dynasty. Aren't you leaving immediately? You're all old schemers, don't talk so much. Exactly, the general will prioritize whoever offers more money." A moment later, Zhang Jingshui immediately reported, "Young master, you truly predict things like a god. People from all the 100 dynasties have come to offer gifts." Seeing this, Lin Yu curled his lips into a smile and said, "Have Grandmaster Zhang Yian evaluate them briefly. Only keep the most valuable items. Send the rest away." At this moment, Zhang Jingshui quickly realized. "Now I understand. Young master wants them to raise the bid, is that right?" Lin Yu smiled and praised her, a teachable girl. The scene changes to half an hour later. All the 100 dynasties had arrived. Zhang Yian bluntly stated, "This trash ring is useless," which made the person who offered it turn green. After that, He continuously ruled, "Rejected! Rejected! Rejected!" It was only then that those people realized, "It seems Great General Du Yu has high standards. We must try, otherwise we won't have any chance." Finally, Zhang Yian announced, "I will accept this one," which made the young man smile brightly. "Ha ha! That's great. Please tell the Great General that we are from the Hanyang dynasty. Please take care of us." He seriously promised, "Rest assured and retreat." The scene changes to 3 hours later at Lin Yu's residence. Looking at the pile of rings on the table, Lin Yu made a satisfied decision. "These are the rings from the 100 dynasties, a total of 98 of them. Each one is worth over 10 billion. All right, then let's wait for the mystic realm to open tomorrow." Seeing this, Zhang Jingshui asked in surprise, "Young master, aren't you going to check the sequence?" Lin Yu casually replied, "No need. Since they all have this sincerity, let them go up together tomorrow. Whoever is faster wins." Zhang Jingshui was extremely astonished and said, "Young master is truly shady." The scene cuts to the next day at the heavenly prison. The place Lin Yu had asked to be renovated. Lin Yu and Zhang Jingshui were present at the entrance of the mystic realm. The crowd from the 100 dynasties was in chaos. "Today the Juke dynasty will go out. We will definitely capture Lin Yu first." "No way, you guys. I had to spend 300 million spirit jewels." "What the heck is 300 million? Our Chuyun dynasty offered 500 million. It must be us first." But Lin Yu merely declared coldly, "Since you have all arrived, let's begin." Seeing him act like this, the crowd from the 100 dynasties gasped in surprise. "What? Lin Yu doesn't care about them?" He reminded Zhang Jingshui, "Let's go." She immediately nodded, "Yes." With that, the two entered the mystic realm right away. The crowd became even more panicked. "What's going on? It seems the sequence is not an issue. What did we use spirit jewels to flatter General Yang Kai for? It was all for nothing. Since that's the case, forget about it. Let's charge in." Afterward, everyone agreed. "That's right, Lin Yu is more important. Charge in." The scene cuts to inside the mystic realm. Zhang Jingshui looked ahead and asked curiously, "Is this the Haoyu ancient city?" As soon as the group entered, they immediately questioned him. "General Yang, please give us an explanation. We all gave you gifts yesterday. So why didn't you arrange the sequence? Are you playing us?" "That's right. General Yang, explain yourself." He only vaguely replied, "To enter the mystic realm. Of course, it's only fair if everyone enters together." He continued nonchalantly, "Yang, I accepted your kind intentions yesterday. However, you all only said that you wanted me to take care of you. If you want me to take care of you, then I will tell you the details about Lin Yu." Afterward, Lin Yu started making up stories about Lin Yu. This person, on the other hand, is a talented and dashing figure, a prominent figure that this general has ever met in his life. Finally, after an incense stick's worth of time, Lin Yu concluded. "In short, Lin Yu is a very outstanding person. All right, that's all I have to say, simply about Lin Yu." The people of the 100 dynasties all looked angry after listening. One person bitterly said, "Once we get out, we will definitely make the Haoyu dynasty pay a heavy price." Lin Yu didn't stop there. "If you all want to rush to seize and kill Lin Yu, after I fight a battle with Lin Yu, he will flee deep into the mystic realm. There is a bamboo dragon guarded by the Emperor Realm. I cannot go deep inside. That's why I reported to His Majesty to summon this grand meeting." Next, a gullible person asked, "A bamboo dragon of the Emperor Realm? Then won't Lin Yu be dead?" Another person nodded and said, "It's highly possible." "Where is the bamboo dragon?" "General Yang, please tell us." The direction Lin Yu fled to. Finding Lin Yu is important. Seeing this, he immediately jumped down. "All right, everyone follow me. Remember, you must obey my command." The crowd quickly responded, "Understood." After that, the entire group followed him, murmuring, "It's so big in here. How are we going to find him? Let's follow General Yang." While moving, suddenly a loud noise erupted. One person immediately recognized it as the bamboo dragon. "Is this the Mystic Realm's monster? General Yang, how are we supposed to fight this thing?" The bamboo dragon turned its head and attacked their group. They immediately understood that this enemy was launching a mental attack. "It's not entirely that. My head hurts so much, this thing is completely unfightable." At this moment, Lin Yu surprisingly took out a sword. "Come to my side." The crowd anxiously exchanged looks and said, "Is this a sacred artifact-level supreme treasure?" "So strong!" Then he commanded, "Everyone stay close to me. Transfer your strength to me." Immediately, Lin Yu immediately swung his sword and attacked the bamboo dragon. The sword strike hit it, causing the bamboo dragon to roar in agony. The bamboo dragon angrily puffed out its cheeks to take a breath. Then it frantically spewed fire towards them. At this point, Lin Yu pretended to execute the technique of man and sword become one. Crowd was dumbfounded by this sight. Then Lin Yu defeated the bamboo dragon. Everyone whispered and discussed, "Success! This young Kai really has some skill!" Merging the power of so many people. And not having his body explode is incredible. No wonder the Hao King let him preside over this grand meeting. Only now did this group of people notice a very strange black stone on the side. Lin Yu must be there. They aimed for a black stone, around which golden chains were wrapped. After that, the group rushed forward frantically. "Go! Let's catch Lin Yue! Stop Lin Yue! Damn it! Hurry and follow!" At this moment, Lin Yu deliberately pretended to shout, "Have you all forgotten what I just said? You must obey my command." But they just sneered at him. "Who cares about listening to you? Who do you think you are? You're a nobody! Catching Lin Yu is the way to go!" At this moment, Zhang Jingshui quickly came to his side. "These people are such jerks, they ran off again." But he just chuckled and said, "Forget it. I already guessed that they couldn't be trusted. But if they want to court death, then no one can blame anyone." Switching to the other side, the crowd stared blankly at the scene before them. "What is this? It looks like a stone tablet. Could it be some mechanism?" Suddenly, the bamboo dragon appeared from behind the stone tablet. Seeing this, the crowd screamed in terror, "The bamboo dragon! It's still alive!" Afterward, the bamboo dragon breathed fire towards them. The group couldn't escape in time. They were all hit by the fire and cried out miserably. Only much later did it finally stop the fire. In the midst of the burning flames, red spirit pills appeared, floating. Seeing this, Zhang Jingshui asked in surprise, "Young master, what is this exactly?" Lin Yu gently explained, "The unity of heaven and man seal has been locked by the blood chains of the Kangling ancestor. It must be unlocked by using the bloodline of the 100 Dynasty's descendants to release it. It desires to absorb this essence blood to open the seal. Afterward, those spirit pills were sucked into the black stone tablet. Next, the golden chains on the black stone tablet snapped." Seeing this, Zhang Jingshui was a little flustered. Lin Yue immediately reassured her, "Don't be afraid. The purpose of bringing these people here was precisely for this moment." Looking at the drop of blood, he thought to himself, "The bloodline of the Ziyun dynasty." The golden chains broke one after another, creating a loud sound. After that, the stone tablet just burst into flames. Suddenly, a beam of light from the sky shone directly down onto it. "Heaven and man unite!" Lin Yu shouted. "Go!" In the next second, he and Zhang Jingshui rushed straight ahead. The bamboo dragon reappeared, blocking the actions of the two of them. It looked at the two of them and roared wildly, breathing fire towards them. Seeing this, Lin Yu immediately hugged Zhang Jingshui and counterattacked. His arrow collided with the bamboo dragon's fire. In between the two sides was a large orb. Lin Yu realized the situation was unstable and quickly told Zhang Jingshui, "You hide inside first." Listening to him, she hid inside a purple sphere. Lin Yu took this opportunity to immediately sit down cross-legged and cultivate. He thought seriously, "This is the crucial moment to subdue the Heaven and Man Unite talisman. Let's see if my Tao heart is stronger, or the bamboo dragon is attack." The scene shifted to 2 hours later. Lin Yue was still sitting motionless. Lin Yu sat calmly on one side, while the bamboo dragon was frantically roaring. It glanced at his actions. Next, the small golden fragments merged into a golden seal. Seeing the golden seal, Lin Yue quickly realized, it turns out to be the merge word talisman within the Heaven and Man Unite talisman. Suddenly, a mark appeared on Lin Yu's forehead. He also opened his eyes wide. "It has finally succeeded in recognizing its master." With everything finished, he finally noticed Zhang Jingshui, seeing that she had fainted. Lin Yu thought to himself, it seems she couldn't withstand the power of the Heaven and Man Unite talisman and fell unconscious. That's fine. For her, this is truly a great opportunity. Just rest for now. Then he waved his hand and summoned the talisman. The Heaven and Man Unite talisman, like an object with a spirit, quickly flew towards him. Looking at it, Lin Yue seriously said, "Qi Yunkai." The Heaven and Man Unite talisman, like an object with a spirit, quickly flew towards him. Looking at it, Lin Yue seriously said, "Qi Yunkai." When the scene shifted to outside the celestial prison, a column of golden light suddenly appeared. Wu Yu saw this and exclaimed in panic, "This is the light of destiny!" Did General Yang succeed? Next to the column of golden light, a swirling blue light appeared. Wu Yu looked at his hand and mused, "My spirit energy and vitality have both leveled up several times. The destiny of my Hao Yu dynasty has been dormant for hundreds of thousands of years, and it has finally awakened again." Then he sat cross-legged to sense the destiny. Everyone else also followed suit. A golden glow enveloped them. It was a long time later that Zhang Jingshui finally woke up. She immediately asked Lin Yue, "Young master, is this what father wanted?" He immediately replied, "That's right. Instead of calling it destiny, it's better to call it the inherent vitality of the Kangling Dao realm. By the way, regarding the recovery of your body, you'll be able to step into the Emperor realm, third heaven." Hearing this, Zhang Jingshui quickly sensed her condition. "That fast?" Lin Yue glanced at her and instructed, "However, causing such a huge commotion, even the methods of the evil demon emperor will be drawn here." The scene shifted to the Kangyuan Dao realm. Kangyuan closed his eyes, sensing the direction of the Kangling Dao realm. How can there be such strong vitality? Then his two eyes burst open, and his voice mixed with anger rang out. "Lin Yu is over there?" Lin Yu smirked and said, "I didn't expect a great Emperor Meridian to be hidden in the dragon vein." He smiled with satisfaction and said, "A great Emperor Meridian, plus the Emperor's blood of the Asura Emperor Gate, and the Emperor Bone left behind by the number 1 of the Black Chart after his death. I now have 3 ways to step into the Emperor realm." Then he directly embraced Zhang Jingshui and gently said, "Let's go, let's get out of here." She blushed and said, Okay. Lin Yue and Zhang Jingshui walked out of the mystic realm. Looking ahead, Lin Yu smirked and said, "Welcome. It is indeed a lot." Wu Yu saw him and quickly spoke. "The lost destiny of 100,000 years has been opened. Tell me, General, what reward do you want?" Lin Yue replied with great humility, "Your Majesty, you shouldn't be happy too soon. The skyrocketing destiny will likely attract the covetous gaze of other dynasties." Hua Ya haughtily declared, "We have endured for so many years, that is enough. Whoever dares to come and steal, we will fight them." Hearing this, Lin Yu continued to warn, "It is best that your Majesty has this realization. But this time, it won't be just 1 or 2 dynasties. I fear it will be an alliance of 100 dynasties." Wu Yu heard this and shouted furiously, "They dare? This matter will likely alarm the Dao masters of the 100 dynasties, if they still dare to cause trouble." But Lin Yu quickly advised him, "Your Dao master cannot kill all the people of the 100 dynasties, even if you have contributed to unlocking the destiny of the Kangling Dao realm. But the geniuses of those 100 dynasties all died. At your place, the Dao master cannot resolve this for you. You can only observe the changes of the 100 dynasties." Only then did Wu Yue begin to feel scared. He quickly asked him, "Great General, what should I do?" Lin Yu confidently told him, "Don't worry, just follow my lead. You must open the heaven-connecting array, which links to the Kangling Dao realm to the outside world. I want to invite someone from another Dao realm to enter here. The more aces up our sleeves we have, the greater our chance of survival will be." The scene shifted to 3 days later. Many changes had occurred in the Hao Yue dynasty. At this moment, everyone was observing what was happening. The sovereign of the Juku dynasty smirked and said, "As expected, it is the Kangling destiny, as recorded in the ancestors' notes." The sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty spoke up to remind them, "Don't waste any more time. If the 100 dynasties take us as their lead, then we must quickly take the people away, and the destiny light pillar." Lin Yu heard this. The sovereign of the Chuyun dynasty nodded, agreed. The sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty spoke up and said, "King Wu Yue, hand over Lin Yue and voluntarily sever the destiny light pillar, then hand it over to us. We can spare you from death." Hearing this, Wu Yue shouted angrily, "If you want to fight, then fight! I have endured for so many years. Do you think I'm still afraid of you?" Seeing this, the sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty began to provoke him. "I am the supreme realm Zhang Wuliang, a mere little emperor like you. What can you do if you don't endure?" After that, he waved his hand and attacked Wu Yue. Wu Yu was trying his best to resist, but soon after, he couldn't hold on and coughed up blood. Seeing this, Zhang Wudi hurriedly asked, "Father, you okay?" He struggled and said, "Wudi, you are my only son. Go first. This time I fear it's a bad situation." The sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty smirked with contempt. "Zhang Wuliang, do you really think your son cares about you? Let me tell you the truth. For many years, he has always been giving medicinal herbs to my Ziyun dynasty, draining your Hao Yue dynasty dry." Wu Yu heard this and turned to ask Zhang Wudi, "Is this true?" He stammered, "Father, there's another hidden reason for this." The sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty continued to stir the pot. He burst into maniacal laughter. "Giving me medicinal materials so cheaply, isn't that for his own benefit? What other hidden reason could there be?" Wu Yui, enraged, questioned his son, "Tell me, what exactly is going on?" Zhang Wudi stammered an explanation. "Father, actually everything is..." The next moment, the people of the Ziyun dynasty suddenly exploded like fireworks. Seeing this scene, the sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty frantically asked, "What's going on?" Why are all the soldiers of my Ziyun dynasty self-destructing? Wu Yu was surprised to see this scene, and speculated, is someone attacking the Ziyun dynasty? As for Zhang Wudi, he was secretly thrilled at their misfortune. Father, heaven is truly helping our dynasty. The self-destructions continued. Just as Zhang Wudi said, the soldiers of the Ziyun dynasty were still self-destructing. The sovereign of the Juku dynasty angrily questioned, Sovereign Ziyun, my people are also being injured by these explosions. You must give me an explanation. The sovereign of the Chuiyun dynasty also panicked and asked, what exactly is going on? He immediately suspected King Haoyue was behind it. What does that have to do with me? Afterward, the sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty calmly said, don't be afraid. As long as we deal with King Haoyu, everything can be explained. At this moment, Lin Yu suddenly appeared and sneered, can it really be fully explained? Seeing him, Wu Yue rejoiced, General Yang Kai, you have finally arrived. But the sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty did not say much, and immediately attacked him. I don't care what you are, just die. Lin Yu heard this and angrily retorted, who dies is not yet certain. Then the snake lunging towards Lin Yu was chopped into pieces. The sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty saw this scene and his eyes widened. He asserted that the Qi gathering pill must have been problematic. Seeing this, Lin Yu sneered, it's too late to realize it now. Hearing him speak, the sovereign of the Ziyun dynasty was furious. Zhang Wuliang doesn't have such great ability. Who are you? Who exactly are you? I'm not reconciled. After that, he also self-destructed like the others. Next, Lin Yu began to speak up for the man. Zhang Wudi was not colluding with the enemy. Everything he did was to poison the Ziyun dynasty. Not only the people who came, but everyone who ate the Qi gathering pill will die. Zhang Wudi understood the hint and immediately chimed in, Father, everything your son did was for the dynasty. Wu Yu's anger subsided when he heard this. He seriously asked, thank you, General Yang. May I ask what General Yang's plan is next? Lin Yu thought seriously and replied, after this incident, the Allied forces will certainly not attack easily. Take this opportunity to open the heaven-connecting array. Wu Yu immediately reported, it's already prepared according to the Great General's arrangement. It can be opened with the single command. However, the Allied forces of the 100 dynasties are immensely powerful. The helper the general invited might not be able to turn the tide. Lin Yu smirked and said, don't worry, the person coming is Dao Master Kang Yuan. Everyone was stunned into silence upon hearing this. What, Dao Master Kang Yuan? Wu Yu broke out in a cold sweat. He doubtfully asked, Great General, don't joke. Dao Master Kang Yuan is a Dao Master level existence. How could he come to help us? Besides, there has always been conflict between him and the Kangling Dao realm. Lin Yu heard this and seriously said, he certainly isn't coming to help you. He's coming to find someone else. Wu Yue immediately speculated, you mean Lin Yu? Your trick might fool the 100 dynasties, but you want to trick Dao Master Kang Yuan? That is absolutely impossible. Hearing this, Lin Yue exerted his power and smiled. That's right, so I'm not tricking him. Then he removed his mask and confirmed, because Lin Yu is truly here! Seeing his true appearance, Wu Yu and Zhang Wudi were extremely surprised. Nang Fei was also astonished to learn this. Lin Yue? The people of the 100 dynasties were all shocked. Look, that so-called Great General Duo Yue is actually Lin Yue. Can he even kill himself? Don't worry about so much. Capture him first, then we'll see. After that, the sovereign of the Juk dynasty shouted loudly. Lin Yu saw this scene, but calmly gave an order. Your Majesty, according to what I said, open the heaven-connecting array. After that, all of you can hide inside the ancient city. He obediently replied, understood. Open the heaven-connecting array. Then, Wu Yue immediately performed the spell. Heaven-connecting array. He shouted loudly, open! A column of blue light quickly appeared. The scene switches to outside the Kangling Dao realm. A gloomy atmosphere appeared. Seeing this light column, Kang Yuan immediately recognized it. This is the heaven-connecting array of the Kangling Dao realm. Lin Yu, are you summoning me? Saying this, he smiled. Lin Yu, don't think I don't know what you're scheming. As long as I'm fast enough, I can take you away, before Dao Master Kangling notices. Then he shot straight into the column of blue light. Meanwhile, Lin Yu was flying like the wind towards the column of blue light. Behind him, the people of the 100 dynasties were relentlessly pursuing him. He smirked and said, come on! Those people unleashed their attacks on him. Don't let him escape. Lin Yi heard it and just sneered. I'm out of here! The light from the 100 dynasties hit something. The people of the 100 dynasties wondered, did we hit him? One of them spoke up. Look, someone else appeared in the heaven-connecting array. A hand peeked out of the heaven-connecting array. Kang Yuan climbed out and angrily cursed, damn it! So many people! It was indeed a trap. He immediately unleashed a move to vent his anger. The hateful Kong Yuan quickly attacked the people of the 100 Dynasties. The people of the 100 Dynasties were hit by Kong Yuan's attack and suffered immense pain. Following that, a wave of dark energy enveloped the entire sky. The sovereign of the Chuiyun Dynasty exclaimed, "So powerful! This power is probably even above the supreme realm." The sovereign of the Juk Dynasty hurriedly reassured everyone. "Tao Master Realm! He's the helper Lin Yu invited, right? Don't be afraid, with so many of us. We can fight a battle against a Tao Master Realm expert. Everyone attack together!" She immediately nodded and said, "Understood." In the next second, many streams of light shot straight towards Kang Yuan. Kang Yuan gritted his teeth and shouted angrily, "Lin Yu, you have truly pissed me off. I will make you pay with blood." He furiously rushed up to attack the people of the 100 Dynasties. The scene switches to inside the ancient city. The atmosphere was quite heavy. Wu Ya worriedly mumbled, "Will the great general be all right?" Zhang Jingshui quickly spoke up to reassure Lin Yu. "The general has calculated everything. Nothing will easily go wrong. Young master, please absolutely do not let anything happen to you." At this moment, Lin Yu suddenly appeared in front of them. Wu Yu saw him and immediately asked for an update. "Great General, what is the situation now?" Lin Yue replied, "Tao Master Kang Yuan, whom I led here, is still fighting fiercely with the people of the 100 Dynasties." Lin Yu smirked and said, "The 100 Dynasties are powerful. The situation is urgent. I hope King Haoyu forgives me for letting his territory become like this. Yet he still refuses to show himself. Tao Master Kangling is truly calm." Wu Yu frowned and retorted, "Great General, you speak too harshly. Those bastards from the 100 Dynasties never liked my Haoyue dynasty to begin with. It has nothing to do with the Great General. This time everything relies on the Great General. I want to become sworn brothers with you. What do you think?" Hearing this, Lin Yu shook his head and denied it. "No, this is just my duty." He thought, "Just a sovereign wants to become sworn brothers with me? What a joke." Seeing this, Wu Yu forced a smile and said, "The Great General achieved merit without arrogance. It is an honor for our dynasty." He thought to himself, "This man seems not to covet my sovereign position." Suddenly, Lin Yu noticed something unusual. "Finally, you've shown up?" He glanced at the distance beyond the ancient city. A figure appeared on the black stone monument. Lin Yu hurriedly approached her. "You are truly late," Nanggong Yue said helplessly. "I was curious why Kang Yuan would issue a wanted order for you." Then she continued, "Now I understand. The treasure that my Kangling ancestor couldn't obtain for 100,000 years. You managed to take it. You are indeed a heavenly talent." Lin Yu softly denied, "Just good luck?" Wu Yu also quickly ran over. He surprisingly asked, "Tao Master Realm? Great General, who is she?" Lin Yu kindly reminded him, "Perhaps you should kneel before her, because she is the Tao Master of the Kangling Tao Realm." Hearing him, he widened his eyes and asked again, "What?" Then Wu Yue quickly prostrated himself on the ground and respectfully said, "Greetings, Tao Master!" "Greetings, Tao Master." Seeing him, Nanggong Yue was utterly disappointed. "Indeed, the descendants of my Kangling 100 Dynasties are all useless things. They fundamentally lack the talent. You taking the supreme treasure actually benefits you." Lin Yu smiled and replied, "Tao Master, the cultivation of great freedom allows for changes according to one's will. Hiding in this Haoyu dynasty for so long, if it weren't for senior's permission, I couldn't have taken it away." Lin Yui's words made Nanggong Yue extremely satisfied. She smiled and praised, "You are quite good at talking. Rest assured, if it has already found a master, I wouldn't be able to seize it, even if I wanted to. The fact that Tao Master Kang Yuan came here means he wants to force me to intervene, right?" Lin Yu didn't hide anything and spoke frankly. "That's right, it's a pity that senior's patience has exceeded my expectations. He has already attacked right at the doorstep. You still have the nerve to be here." Hearing this, Wu Yue angrily shouted, "Great General, please be careful with your words." Even Ling Fei reminded him, "Yes, young master, don't talk nonsense." Nanggong Yue finally spoke frankly. "The Kangling Tao realm has been quiet for too long. It's time they felt a sense of crisis. However, compared to the old ghost Kang Yuan, I am more interested in seeing who the divine being is that he wants to issue a wanted notice for in the Tao realm." Seeing this, Lin Yu smiled and replied, "You can't see through me. I, on the other hand, feel that you might be more concerned about the old ghost Kang Yuan. The debt from the Dengtian Bridge just 1,000 years ago. Has the Tao Master forgotten?" The moment he brought this up, Nanggong Yue immediately looked at him with murderous intent. "Who exactly are you, to know about the old ghost Kang Yuan's scheme at the Dengtian Bridge, to plot against me? Aren't you afraid I'll kill you?" Lin Yu, however, declared with extreme arrogance, "If I dared to offend Tao Master Kang Yuan, then I also dare to offend you. As for who I am, look closely." He took out the Guqin zither and asked, "Tao Master, do you still remember this object?" Seeing it, she was extremely surprised and immediately questioned him. "The Zither Emperor's item. How is it in your hands?" At this moment, Lin Yu played the fooling tune. He smiled and asked, "You're probably not unfamiliar with this tune, are you?" Nanggong Yue immediately formed a hypothesis. "Are you the Zither Emperor's successor?" Hearing this, Lin Yue began to explain. The ancient Zither Emperor was the strongest person in Tianmo back then, and a close friend like you was only second to him. After the Zither Emperor died, you had the highest chance of ascending the Heaven Bridge, but unfortunately you were jointly ambushed by Tao Master Kang Yuan and Biluo. Saying this, Nanggong Yue reminded him, "Enough! There is no need to mention the events of that year." Seeing this, Lin Yue proposed, "All right, now that I have led Tao Master Kang Yuan here, whether you want revenge or not, that's up to you." Nanggong Yu's face darkened and she said, "I am injured. It's hard to recover. Tao Master Kang Yuan is also my equal. It's really hard to tell who would win or lose." Hearing this, Lin Yue immediately reported, "Now is the best opportunity. Not long ago, a clone of Tao Master Kang Yuan died while fighting the Fangyi Dao realm. His strength was significantly damaged." Nanggong Yue asked in surprise. "Really?" He confirmed, "What benefit would I gain from lying to you?" Finally, she had no choice but to make a decision. "Since that's the case, Lin Yu, this sovereign will trust you this once." After she left, Wu Yu worriedly asked, "General Lin, will the Tao Master be all right?" Lin Yu immediately denied, "No. However, regarding the matter of reorganizing the Hao Yu dynasty, I must trouble His Majesty and all of you." The few of them nodded and assured him, "It's our duty. Of course, we absolutely will not refuse, yes." After speaking, Lin Yu turned to ask Ling Fei, "Aren't you going with them? Are you blaming me for deceiving you?" Ling Fei shook her head and denied, "I wouldn't dare, nor do I blame you." She blushed and said gratefully, "Young master saved my son and me. I am willing to—" Before she could finish, Lin Yu cut her off. "There are some people one should not get too close to. Otherwise, it will only lead to more suffering." Having said that, he walked past her. "I definitely won't stay here for long. Therefore, separation is the best outcome." Ling Fei looked down sadly and thought, "That's right. Such an outstanding young man. How could he stay here for my sake?" Next, Lin Yu stepped outside. Looking at the thick dust everywhere, he lamented, "A fight between Tao Masters is truly decisive." Just then, Nanggong Yue quickly appeared in front of him from somewhere. She angrily said, "I let him get away again. I haven't fought in thousands of years. Perhaps this sovereign is out of practice." Lin Yu inquired. "Kang Yuan was probably injured by the Tao Master, right?" At this, Nanggong Yue smirked triumphantly. "You guessed correctly. He won't be able to recover for at least 1,000 years. Hearing this, Lin Yu stretched comfortably. "That's good. It looks like I can rest for a while." However, Nanggong Yue reminded him, "That's not necessarily true. Tao Master Kang Yuan hated you fiercely when he left. The more he thinks about it, he will definitely increase the reward for your wanted order." "Tao Master," Lin Yu said dispiritedly. "That was within my expectations." He thought to himself, losing a few thousand years of cultivation power, yet still unwilling to give up the imperial treasure? Afterward, Nanggong Yue continued to narrate. "Recently I heard that the Liuli Dian Yue Tower of the Yuzi Dao realm has obtained a divine mirror. The woman who possessed it has been imprisoned and tormented by them." Hearing her words, Lin Yu immediately realized it was Xiaomimi. Observing his attitude, Nanggong Yu guessed, "Is she your friend? She hasn't died yet. But if you want to save her, I'm afraid it will be very difficult." Lin Yu suddenly spoke. "If that's the case, I will personally go to the Yuzi Dao realm." Nanggong Yu was stunned and asked, "Aren't you afraid?" Lin Yu confidently declared, "If I cultivate in this generation just to seek peace and comfort, how is that any different from being a couch potato? Cultivation is fundamentally an act against nature. If a god blocks me, I kill the god. If a Buddha blocks me, I kill the Buddha. Isn't that right, Tao Master?" Nanggong Yue was a bit dazed, but still replied, "That is indeed the principle." She thought, "But why is this kid suddenly so enthusiastic?" Lin Yu smiled and asked, "If the Tao Master agrees, how about lending me 20 or 30 Supreme Realm experts to escort me to the Liuli Dianyue Tower?" She immediately retorted, "Dream on!" Nanggong Yue's face was pale. She thought to herself, "I knew this kid was suddenly getting enthusiastic. Is he trying to screw me over?" Next, she happily said, "However, 10 people is acceptable." Lin Yu immediately agreed. "Deal. 10 Supreme Realm experts it is." Nanggong Yue seriously stated, I can't give you 10 Supreme Realm experts. I can give you 9 Emperor Realm experts and 1 Supreme. Don't haggle anymore. Lin Yi happily nodded. Done. I'll follow the Dao Master's arrangements. He thought to himself, I thought I could only trick her into giving me about 5 people. The Kangling Dao Master is truly generous. It looks like her relationship with the ancient Zither Emperor is deeper than I thought. Nanggong Yue had been feeling something was off. When will we set off? Why? Do I feel like this kid just played a trick on me again? He quickly replied, immediately. The scene shifted to a boat. On it, several people were talking. Zhang Xingshui curiously asked, Young Master Lin Yue, it seems a boat is approaching ahead. Not wearing a mask like this, isn't that a bit too arrogant? The people on the other boat saw him and shouted to each other, Look quickly! That person seems to be Lin Yu. Lin Yue! It is Lin Yue! The bounty on the Dao Realm wanted list was changed to 15 comprehensions. Right? Right, it's him! What are we waiting for? Charge! Lin Yu proudly announced. I have experts protecting me now. Why wear a mask? Number 5, go deal with them. Number 5 quickly replied, yes. But in his heart he was slightly resentful. I am the dignified ruler of a nation, a powerful Emperor Realm expert of the 3rd heaven, yet I've become number 5. He then flew like the wind to the other boat. Lin Yu was very pleased with this sight. Having bodyguards truly is the best. Zhang Xingshui quickly reminded him, More boats are coming. Could they also be aiming for us? Not necessarily. As those boats rushed over, an angry voice rang out. Qin family people, stop right now, you two! Mother and daughter won't escape today. Just give up resisting. The boats were trying to catch up to another boat. Seeing this, Lin Yue immediately assessed, It seems they aren't aiming for us. It's the Qin family of Tianmo. He suddenly remembered something. King Dizang said, Yi reincarnated into the Qin family of Tianmo. Are they the mother and daughter who were just mentioned? Is she there? On the other boat, a crowd was surrounding a woman. Qin Yi was constantly crying, while her mother comforted her. Yi, don't be afraid. We'll be fine. Lin Yu immediately used his divine sense to investigate. It really is Yi. Her name hasn't changed. Seeing this scene, Zhang Xingshui guessed, Is she an old acquaintance of yours, young master? Do we need to go over and help? But Lin Yu calmly said, No need. Number 6, go handle it. In this life, I hope she can find a good place to belong. Number 6 immediately complied, yes. Then number 6 quickly took action. Immediately afterward, the people on the other boats cried out in alarm. Qin Yi's mother stared blankly. Huh? Someone came to help us! Yi also stopped crying. Next, number 6 returned and reported, mission complete. Lin Yu thought pensively, You've worked hard, let's go. We must go to the Yuzi Dao realm. I hope Yi can peacefully get through this last life. Afterward, their boat continued to move. Watching it leave, Qin Yi sobbed bitterly. Finally, the group arrived outside the Yuzi Dao realm. A guard spoke up. Young master, moving further ahead, is the Yuzi Dao realm. Lin Yu said softly, Let's go. Follow the route I just told you, and move forward. He quickly replied, Yes, moving forward. The scene shifted to inside the Yuzi Dao realm. Inside a pavilion sat a figure. This person was the Yuzi Dao Master. He pondered to himself, The person that Kongyuan Dao Master wants to capture has come to my Yuzi Dao realm. He was even able to evade my divine sense. He's truly worthy of the name. The person Kongyuan couldn't catch. Next, he gave an order to his subordinate. That kid named Lin Yu has brought 10 more experts to my Yuzi Dao realm. Go capture him, I want to observe him. Remember, you must capture him alive. Disaster Killer immediately obeyed, understood. He was a disciple of the Yuzi Dao Master. Lin Yu's boat continued forward. A guard spoke up. Young master, how did you know there was a teleportation array? This teleportation array is very ancient. It must be over 100,000 years old. The spatial waves are terrifying. He replied, Without a strategy, how could I avoid the divine sense of the Yuzi Dao Master? At this moment, a circle of light appeared in the sky. After that, Lin Yu's boat entered the Yuzi Dao realm. Through it, a towering pagoda immediately caught their eyes. A surprised voice rang out, Is this the Liuli Dianyu Tower? It's huge. The name is Tower, but to be precise, it's a city. Lin Yu waved his hand, manifesting several spirit pills. Before we descend, I must prepare some things for you all. Each of you 10 people will take 1 pill. It can conceal your cultivation level. They all replied, Yes, young master. After taking the pill, a guard exclaimed in surprise, This pill is truly miraculous. It can suppress my aura down to the Emperor realm, Lin Yu said contentedly. That's good. He looked at his palm and muttered to himself, This time we must maintain a low profile. All actions must follow my command. Let's go. After a while, they were wandering around the Luli Dianyu Tower. On the way to the Liuli Dianyu Tower, Zhang Xingshu looked around. The flowers here are truly beautiful, Lin Yu affirmed. Of course, these structures are all made of Liuli wine pearl. To create this, the most beautiful wine pearl. Seeing something, Zhang Xingshu covered her mouth, hiding her surprise. A city of wine pearl? The Liuli Dianyu Tower is really loaded. While walking, some passers-by were discussing. Have you heard? In the Step on the Moon to Appreciate Flowers event, this time in the final reward, there's also a woman. This is the first time in history. What kind of woman? I heard she's a peerless beauty and has a half-step Emperor Realm cultivation. Lin Yue quickly realized. It's true that I found her without much effort. There's news about little Mei Mei here. Afterward, Zhang Xingshui quickly reminded him. My father told me to inform you, young master, that the Liuli Dianyu Tower has 3 tower masters, and they are all very powerful. The great tower master has long reached the supreme realm. Hearing this, Lin Yu smiled and said, I know, let's go. This is the largest tavern in the Liuli Dianyu Tower. Let's go scout for information. The next second, they stepped into a tavern. Stepping inside, the group ordered some food. A guard spoke up, Young master, allow me to briefly introduce you to the major forces here. Lin Yue held the wine cup in his hand and confidently said, No need, we already know them. These giants are all people from Dihuo Rantian, the 3 major forces of the Dao realm. The one leading them is the Vice Pavilion Master Kui Huang. He looked to the side. He saw Vice Pavilion Master Kui Huang of Dihua Rantian. Kui Huang spoke up. To obtain the reward in that woman, I heard, one must unlock a mirror. The person leading them is the Vice Pavilion Master Kui Huang. Lin Yu continued to introduce. The man and woman are the young sect master, Ling Zhangfeng, and the #1 beauty Mo, Shangxian of the 3 major forces, Tianhun sect. It specializes in attacking with divine sense. The young sect master of Tianhun sect, Ling Zhangfeng, spoke up. I heard there is a world inside the mirror, but it cannot be opened. Hearing this, the #1 beauty of Tianhun sect, Mo Xianxian, also said, just because they don't have a way, doesn't mean others can't do it. Next, he looked at the 3rd hall master of Yuming Qisha Hall, Gui Wu Chang. Lin Yu said, that person wearing a long black robe is the 3rd major force, the 3rd hall master of Yuming Qisha Hall, Gui Wu Chang. He is proficient in puppet arts. Hearing this, the guard was extremely surprised. Young master, how can you know so much about the Yuzi Dao realm? Zhang Xingshui looked at him with admiration. She reminded him, perhaps young master should be a bit more careful. Lin Yu calmly said, there's nothing to be careful about. We are here to discuss principles, not to fight. Hearing him speak so earnestly, Zhang Xingshui reminded him, but young master, you never seem to reason with others. Lin Yu took a sip of tea and argued, why wouldn't I? Didn't I reason quite well with the Ziyun dynasty? Everyone who heard was speechless. The guards muttered to each other. So he's saying that he talked until the other person died, right? This guy is a literal demon king who kills people. Luckily, we're not his enemies. While eating, Lin Yu overheard 2 people next to him talking. People from the 3 major sects have arrived. We don't stand a chance this time. Don't be discouraged. That woman is imprisoned on the 33rd heaven. Why don't you, Brother Cheng, steal her first? I'd have to be suicidal to go there. Lin Yu thought, so it's the 33rd heaven. Looks like I have to make a trip tonight. The scene shifted to nighttime. At the 33rd heaven, the area was quite quiet. Lin Yu changed into clothes that were hard to see, standing on a rooftop looking around. Looking at the protective barrier in front of him, he guessed. The 33-layer killing formation blocks even divine sense. Little Mei Mei is probably inside here. Suddenly, a woman appeared and warned him, Sir, if you dare trespass into the Dianyu Tower's forbidden area. She was the 2nd tower master, Nu Yanqing. She looked at him with sharp eyes, then stay here forever. Nu Yanqing then swung her weapon and attacked him. Lin Yu quickly countered with the Tai Shu. 8 heavenly dragons. The red dragon rushed forward and tightly bit her weapon. Seeing this, Nu Yanqing furiously attacked with a different move. She cursed, Good job, kid! Then, a death god appeared and sliced away her ice shards. Meanwhile, taking advantage of Nu Yanqing fighting the illusion, Lin Ye moved closer to the 33-layer killing formation. He just walked right inside. Looking at the object before him, he realized it was the Antian mirror. Lin Yu smirked contentedly and said, This mirror has recovered somewhat. This 9-colored flame is indeed powerful. Even the Emperor's flame wouldn't have such forging power. Oh well, I'll let you continue recovering here for now. At this moment, suddenly, the 3rd tower master Hong Bing Liu appeared. Who is it? Lin Yu glanced over and sighed. My goodness, wow. The 3rd tower master Hong Bing Liu has also arrived. At this moment, Nu Yanqing reappeared. She yelled, "Third sister, seize him!" Hearing the signal, Hong Bingliu immediately took action. "All right," Lin Yu seriously declared. "This time let's test the power of the Jew Dragon." The Jew Dragon furiously unleashed its power, attacking the two tower masters. Nu Yanqing retreated in shock. How can an Emperor Realm cultivator like him release such a terrifying phantom of a demon beast? So terrifying. Hong Bingliu also looked at him with caution. At this point, when Nu Yanqing and Hong Bingliu paid attention, Lin Yu's figure was nowhere to be seen. He disappeared. The scene shifted to the inn. Lin Ye had somehow returned to this place. He gently landed after his scouting mission. Lin Yue took off his mask, a worried look on his face, muttering to himself, "As expected, my cultivation still hasn't reached the second heaven of the Emperor Realm. The power unleashed by the three-element fusion must meet the requirement. It looks like I must quickly break through the realm." Seeing him, Zhang Xingxue approached and reminded him, "Young master, I've listened very carefully. This flower appreciation event will be divided into 3 rounds. Artifact appraisal, martial arts competition, and flower appreciation. Here is the list for tomorrow's artifact appraisal." Holding the piece of paper in his hand, Lin Yu proudly declared, "What treasures could a mere Liuli Dianyu Tower have?" He started reading it, then suddenly realized there was actually something quite interesting. Thinking this, he involuntarily smiled with interest. "A 9 luminaries golden elixir." Zhang Xingxue heard this and said awkwardly, "Young master is truly amazing." With just a glance, you were able to spot the best item in the appraisal. This item is also the main reason why everyone is here. I heard it can increase the chance of breaking through to the Supreme Realm by a few %. I wonder if it's true or false. Lin Yu smiled and replied, "It is true. The 9 luminaries golden elixir is extremely difficult to refine. It requires 387 kinds of herbs. Its effect of boosting cultivation is naturally excellent." Hearing this, she became even more enthusiastic and asked him, "Young master, are you an alchemist too? Could it be that the young master knows even all 387 kinds of herbs?" "What they are?" Lin Yue replied directly. "Of course. 7-day flower, eternal lifestone seed, underworld inch-heart grass." He only named a few, and Zhang Xingxue already had a headache. She waved her hand and interrupted, "Young master, stop. If you finish, I'm afraid I'll pass out seriously." Then she bowed respectfully, "Young master, I formally wish to become your disciple. Please accept me." The young master is proficient in everything. To be able to become his disciple is absolutely a worthwhile opportunity. Hearing this, he agreed, "All right. Then tomorrow, help your master with the bidding." The scene shifted to the next day, at the artifact appraisal event. The atmosphere was quite lively. Outside, everyone was constantly discussing. The 9 luminaries golden elixir could actually be put up for auction. It's crazy. The 3 major powers are probably all here for it, right? Not necessarily. The third round, the flower appreciation, is the main focus, right? The bodyguard reminded the young master, "The people from Liuli Dianyue Tower have arrived. It's the 3rd Tower Lord, Hong Bingliu, and the 2nd Tower Lord, Lu Xuanyan." Lu Xuanyan looked around. She spoke up in greeting. "Everyone, thank you for coming to the flower appreciation events of the Liuli Dianyue Tower. This honored one feels extremely privileged. The person from last night is probably here. The artifact appraisal is about to begin. Please, esteemed guests, take your seats." As soon as Leng Zhangfeng saw her, he flushed and asked, "Mo Xian, Sister Xian, is the 2nd Tower Lord looking at me?" Mo Xianxian shook her head and denied no. Next, Lu Xuanyan announced, "Then I declare the first round of the artifact appraisal open." Hong Bingliu reminded her in a cold voice, "Senior sister, if we don't make a move, we won't find that person." She nodded. Afterward, a servant brought the treasure and placed it on the stand. Lu Xuanyan introduced, "The first treasure will be the curtain raiser. We will not set a price, but will use the method of blind guessing. The person who bids the highest is destined to have this item." The people below were noisy with discussion after hearing this. "Huh? We can't see it, nor is there a set price. But we're told to bid? Aren't they afraid it will be sold for a low price? This is the first time I've seen anything like this. The women of the Dianyu Tower have always prioritized profit. How dare they do this? This blind guess item is probably nothing valuable." But Leng Zhangfeng had his own idea. He boldly shouted the price, "I bid 100 million. Seeing him say that, Mo Xianxian looked confused and questioned, "Brother, what are you doing? You haven't even seen it, so why are you bidding already?" Leng Zhangfeng smiled and explained, "We're here for the 9 luminaries golden elixir. Of course, we have to build a good relationship with Dianyu Tower." Yang Xian turned her head, sulking. She exposed him. "You just want to connect with the 2 tower lords, right?" He smiled and said, "It's basically the same thing. Junior sister, don't worry. Father gave me 500 billion wine coins. It's enough. The people from the Emperor KuBI's side discussed bidding randomly. Leng Zhongfeng must be a total idiot. Could that curtain hide the 9 luminaries' golden elixir? Emperor KuBI seriously assessed. Probably not. The final treasure of Dianyu Tower. This time is the 9 luminaries' golden elixir. Doing it like this is too risky. Then he solemnly looked at his surroundings. Lu Xuanyan smiled and asked, 100 million for the first time. Does anyone else want to bid? Zhang Xingshui turned her head and asked him, Master, are we going to bid? Lin Yu said with excitement, Interesting! Then Lin Yu suddenly grabbed her hand. He raised Zhang Xingshui's hand. Seeing her, Lu Xuanyan asked curiously, Young lady, how much do you want to bid? Seeing her raise her hand, Leng Zhongfeng confidently announced, A little girl dares to compete with me in bidding? However much you bid, I, Leng Zhongfeng, will increase it by 100 million. Zhang Xingzhu asked him blankly, Master, why did you raise my hand? Lin Yu reminded her, Didn't I tell you yesterday? Quickly ask, How much should I bid? Lin Yu seriously thought it over. Didn't he just say, You must add at least 100 million? Then how about 100 billion? Hearing this, Zhang Xingshui was stunned. 100 billion? But we don't even know what that thing is. That makes sense. Lin Yu seriously said, You're right. How about we bid 50 billion then? Hearing him speak, Zhang Xingshui felt like she'd been struck by lightning. 50 billion. Just as she finished speaking, those guys all stirred up. She bid 50 billion again. Is this woman a crazy rich Asian or something? Suddenly, I don't really want to work hard anymore. Lu Xuanyan froze for a moment, then quickly composed herself and asked, Very well, 50 billion for the first time. Zhang Xingshui was still stunned, because she had just blurted it out. I didn't mean to. Lin Yu saw her acting dumb, and reminded her, the rules of Dianyu Tower. Regretting a bid leads to death. Zhang Xingshui naively turned and asked Leng Zhongfeng, Hey, are you going to add another 100 million or not? Lu Xuanyan seriously asked, 50 billion for the second time. Seeing Leng Zhongfeng silent, the other people started mocking him. Just now, the young sect master of the Heavenly Soul sect said he'd add 100 million no matter the price. Now it's 50 billion and he's scared? It looks like the Heavenly Soul sect is nothing much. People say he's a good-for-nothing, who can't walk straight when he sees a woman. It truly lives up to its reputation. Zhang Xingshui cried helplessly. She questioned young sect master Leng. Why don't you keep your word? Leng Zhongfeng said sternly, Young lady, you can't afford 50 billion, so you shout out random prices? Do you take me, Leng, for an idiot? Then, a person brought the item and said, Please settle the payment, young lady. Dianyu Tower does not allow credit. This made her extremely flustered. This. Lin Yu snapped his fingers and said, Take this. Seeing the ring, the girl announced, Very good. 50 billion wine coins have been received. She handed it to Lin Yu. Here is your auctioned item, sir. Looking at the wooden box in front of her, Zhang Xingshu spoke up regretfully. Master, I think we lost money. He comforted her. Don't worry, we didn't lose anything. You did very well. Leng Zhongfeng was the first to mock him. What do you mean didn't lose anything? Stop fooling yourself. This dilapidated wooden box. What good thing could be inside? The others also chimed in. That's right, luckily we didn't raise the price. This guy got ripped off. 50 billion. Dianyu Tower truly has sharp methods. Lin Yu calmly announced, If your eyesight is that bad, then I'll give you a chance to broaden your horizons. Then he opened the box to reveal a purple jade orb. Seeing this, those people burst into laughter again. It turns out to be a rock. That's right, an old box paired with an old rock. It's quite fitting, isn't it? Is it even worth 20 wine coins? I think 5 wine coins at most. Liuli Dianyu Tower made a huge profit. Lin Yu just calmly said, Tower Mistress, it seems you haven't seen enough of your 3 lives glazed pearl. Hearing this, those people dropped their jaws in surprise. The 3 lives glazed pearl? Could it be the treasure pearl of Dianyu Tower? One can only be cultivated once every 1,000 years. It looks like this rock? No way, that thing is famous. Outsiders have never seen it before. If it is a treasure pearl, why does it look like this? Has anyone ever seen it? Is it real? Lu Xuanyan smiled and replied, Young master has sharp eyes. This is indeed the 3 lives glazed pearl from our past 3,000 years. I wonder if young master knows the mystique of this 3 lives glazed pearl? He curled his lip in disdain. What mystique does this thing have? What mystique could this thing have? Didn't everyone just say, it's just an old, worthless rock? The crowd began to buzz with excitement. It really is the 3 lives glazed pearl. This guy got a steal and is still pretending. I heard that Dianyu Tower uses a special technique and a supreme pearl to cultivate it for the 1,000 years. I can't believe it looks like an ordinary rock. And then people continuously placed bids. Young master, can you yield? I'll bid 100 billion. Another person said, I'll bid 300 billion. But Lin Yu arrogantly announced that, the monkey I have at home just happens to be missing this toy. I'll let it play with this. Hearing him, everyone's faces darkened with anger. Lu Xuanyan saw the situation and reminded them, everyone calm down a bit. Our auction today is clearly a free-form auction, so everyone has a chance to get a bargain. Next up is the second most valuable treasure. A long time later, the auction came to an end. The girl continued to bring out a golden orb, the final treasure. I believe everyone has been waiting for this for a long time. It is the 9 Luminaries golden elixir. The starting price is 200 billion. The crowd started bidding enthusiastically. 300 billion, 350 billion, 400 billion, 100 billion. On this side, Leng Zhongfeng anxiously asked Mo Xianxian, Junior sister, how much personal money do you have left? Senior brother just successfully bid 300 billion. She replied, I have over 500 billion. If you use it, senior brother, remember to pay me back. He was surprised and said, You have that much money? I'll borrow it for now. Emperor KuBI then bid 700 billion. Leng Zhongfeng boldly said 800 billion. Finally, Gui Wuchang bid 900 billion. On this side, Lin Yu calmly said 1,000 billion. The crowd was in an uproar again.
He goes straight to 1,000 billion when he makes a move. Truly a grand gesture.
This person is not simple. I wonder what his background is. Gui Wuchang angrily questioned him. Are you trying to dunk on me, sir? Lin Yu answered without hesitation. That's right, I am trying to dunk on you. Are you going to bid again? Gui Wuchang then looked at him with a meaningful glance. It seems your mind is made up, sir. Then I yield this 9 Luminaries golden elixir to you. However, you must take good care of the treasure. No one will be qualified to take it from you. Next, Lin Yu arrogantly said, Enough talk. If no one bids, the item is mine. On this side, Lu Xuanyan happily announced, 1,000 billion for the first time. 1,000 billion for the second time. 1,000 billion for the third time. Sold. The girl next to her took the money and said, 1,000 won confirmed. Thank you, young master. At this moment, Lu Xuanyan curiously asked, May I ask for the name and origin of the young master? Lin Yu smirked and said, From the spiritual merchant Dao realm. Ni Li. Lu Xuanyan solemnly announced, Today's treasure appraisal has concluded. Tomorrow, the second round of the Flower Appreciation Gala and martial arts meet will be held. We invite young Master Qin and all honored guests to attend. Hongbing Liu was slightly doubtful. Sorry, senior sister. This Ni Li looks like the little thief from last night. He really does look alike, but someone with such financial power must have an extraordinary background. Let's observe for now. Lin Yue and Zhang Xingxue were leaving. When Gui Wuchang blocked their path, he spoke up. You finally came. Even Leng Zhongfeng and Emperor KuBI were present. There's some drama to watch now. Offending the people of the 7 deadly sins underworld palace. It's truly unwise. Seeing this, Zhang Xingxue worriedly asked, Master, what should we do? Lin Yue quickly reassured her, Don't worry. Your master is a reasonable person. We'll be fine. Lin Yu looked at the people next to him and questioned, Earth, fire, scorching heaven, you people from the heavenly soul sect. Are you also here waiting for me, just like Gui Wuchang? Emperor KuBI revealed his purpose. I'm very curious to see, I really want to see, the magnificence of the 9 Luminaries golden elixir and the 3 lives glazed pearl. Leng Zhongfeng also spoke up. Kid, if you know what's good for you, hand over the 9 Luminaries golden elixir and the 3 lives glazed pearl. Perhaps I can still let you live. Then, Lin Yu took out the wooden box from earlier. All right, the items are here. Besides that, I also have a lot of wine coins. Do you want to come and take those too? Gui Wuchang immediately ordered his subordinates. Charge, leave no one alive. At the same time, Lin Yu commanded, Number 9! The bodyguard obeyed. Yes, young master. He smiled and praised them. You have some skill. The next second, Number 9 easily defeated those people. Gui Wuchang, still very confident, charged forward. Then he attacked him with a move. Kill him for me! Strange beams of light shot straight towards Lin Yu. He just calmly called out, Number 7! Another person in black immediately appeared, blocking the attack. All of Gui Wuchang's subordinates were defeated. He was extremely angry, his eyes flashing with killing intent. You brought this upon yourself! Then Gui Wuchang directed his attack towards him. Lin Yu called out, Number 7! once more. A person immediately appeared to block the attack. Number 7 shattered all of his attacks. Gui Wuchang stared blankly at the scene before him. Golden light engulfed the area. The bodyguard continuously attacked Gui Wuchang's men. Finally, the bodyguard threatened him. Since you have offended the young master, you must leave your life behind. Gui Wuchang angrily threatened, Damn it! I am one of the 7 great palace lords of the underworld. 7 deadly sins. Palace, do you dare to kill me? Lin Yu proudly declared, I nearly am reasonable. I don't cause trouble. But if you lay a hand on us, we must make our opponents crushed to pieces, leaving no trace. His bodyguards continued to fight. Then Lin Yu took a ring from the bodyguard. He remarked, there's quite a bit of money in the ring. Seeing this scene, Lang Zhangfeng immediately realized, he killed Gui Wuchang! Something's off about this kid. Emperor KuBI also assessed, those guys are truly powerful. These people began to look at him with fearful eyes. He seriously asked, who else wants to seize my property? Emperor KuBI quickly bowed respectfully to him. Sir, you truly have presence. What happened today was our mistake. I, the earth fire scorching heaven, respectfully take my leave first. But Lin Yu wasn't going to let it go so easily. Just like that? You blocked the road and tried to rob me? And I'm supposed to just forgive you? What about my name, Qin Wunyan? Emperor KuBI started to become hesitant. What do you want, sir, to let this go? Lin Yu smiled and said, I'm a reasonable person. You tried to rob me. Now that you couldn't rob me, naturally I must strike back. Emperor KuBI angrily warned him, Nieli, don't push your luck. Lin Yu didn't say much. He immediately commanded, was I not clear enough? Number 7. Immediately after, Emperor KuBI had to endure number 7's attack. He wisely realized he had to take off all his spatial rings. Gui Wuchang is even stronger than me, Leng Zhangfeng, and he's dead. Wouldn't we die even faster? The others quickly replied, understood. Afterward, Lin Yu collected many spatial rings. Emperor KuBI asked, can we leave now? He smiled and replied, of course you can. Then he turned to look at Leng Zhangfeng and his men. It's your turn now. He quickly ordered his subordinates. Everyone take off your spatial rings. Lin Yu collected many more spatial rings. Zhang Xingshi clapped. Master, you made a killing this time. The bodyguard worriedly said, young master, if we do this, will we piss off the people from these sects? He seriously reassured them, don't worry. We are in the right, so what is there to fear? Let's go home, let's go home. The scene switches to the Yue Lai Inn. The innkeeper spoke up. Guest, you owe money for your entire stay. Please settle it. Lang Zhangfeng angrily yelled at him, listen up. Your father already said, I'll pay it in a few days. I don't have money today, I don't have money today. Do you not understand? The innkeeper stammered. Then in a few days? You must pay it, sir, it's a small business. Lang Zhangfeng finally lost his temper and angrily kicked the table. The table cracked. He yelled, now that you know, get lost! The innkeeper fearfully reminded him, yes, yes. But this table costs 30 wine coins to replace. This remark further angered Lang Zhangfeng. If it weren't for that butthead Qin Wunyan, how could this young master not even be able to pay this little bit of wine coins? He angrily thought, this humiliation is unbearable. Send a message back to the Heavenly Soul sect. I need reinforcements. Mo Shanxian shook her head and said, that won't do. This is the territory of the Glazed Moon Ascent Tower. Allowing the Heavenly Soul sect's grand army to descend freely will definitely cause conflict. He cried out helplessly, then tell me, what should I do? At this moment, Mo Xianxian suggested, why don't I go investigate that Qin Wunian first and see what his true background is? Hearing this, Leng Zhangfeng immediately put his arm around her waist and asked suggestively, unless you want to use the honey trap. She asked blankly, what nonsense are you talking about, senior brother? Do I seem like that kind of woman? He teased. You're right. I am the future leader of the Heavenly Soul sect. If junior sister wants to use the honey trap, it should be used on me. She evaded him. She turned her head and said, senior brother, you must be joking. I'm going to look for Ni Li right now. As she walked, she thought to herself, Leng Zhangfeng, if you weren't the sect master's son, I would have killed you just now. Once I obtain the 9 luminaries' golden elixir and step into the supreme realm one day, I'll see whose face I have to look at then. Thinking this, Mo Shanxian's eyes flashed with determination. Ni Li, I will definitely obtain the 9 luminaries' golden elixir from your hands. The scene changes to Lin Yu's location. Mo Shanxian had arrived here. Seeing a bodyguard, she respectfully said, I am Mo Shanxian of the Heavenly Soul sect. I request an audience with young master Ni Li. The bodyguard immediately informed her, Miss, please go back. The young master is currently cultivating and will be in seclusion for 2 hours. He doesn't wish to see anyone. Xiangxian still appeared very respectful. Then I will wait for him here. In her heart, she felt a certainty. At such a close distance, I can clearly sense for a moment that this person is definitely an Emperor Realm expert. To be able to lead over 10 Emperor Realm Masters as bodyguards, this Qin Wunian is definitely not ordinary. The man was also very polite. Then, miss, please come inside and wait. However, the young master may not necessarily finish seclusion on time. Jiangxian appeared calm. It's all right. Lin Yu inside was frowning as he examined the elixir. It's a pity the golden elixir is flawed. But if it wasn't flawed, with the temper of this grand pavilion master of the glazed moon ascent tower, he wouldn't put it up for auction. He is using all his power to refine the elixir. The 9 luminaries golden elixir is my great sundial fire. Perhaps it can offer a bit of assistance. The elixir glowed brightly in the space. The girl returned after an hour looking impatient. Could you please inform him again? The man firmly replied, We have no right to interfere with the young master's business. If you don't want to wait, miss, you can leave this place. But the girl didn't want to leave. All right, I understand. She went to a nearby tea house. Owner, bring out some good jars of wine and the best dishes of the house. The waiter was very quick. Coming right up. Xianxian drank wine as if to pour out all her resentment. Leng Zhangfeng makes me feel stressed out, and this Qin Wunyan won't even give me the time of day. It's truly annoying. The remaining 2 were discussing with each other. The young master is really powerful. He hasn't even arrived, and someone is already drinking herself under the table for him. This hard-to-get strategy is quite interesting. He truly deserves to be the young master. She returned again after half an hour and raised her voice. Young Master Qin, is he still not done? Qingshui replied very coldly. It's too late, master has gone to sleep, and doesn't want to receive guests today. Xianxian was furious internally. So he's indulging in sensual pleasures, and that's why he doesn't want to see me. But that might mean I still have a chance. Qingshui turned to the man and said, Master said we should go rest too today. But he was still undecided. Miss Qingshui, then what about this guest? She turned and walked back inside. Master said we don't need to worry about it. This made Xianxian even more determined. No way! I must see him tonight. She immediately rushed forward. Get out of the way. Qingshui was also surprised by this action. The light was still on in the room inside. Xianxian banged on the door. Young master, why don't you want to see me? Only an echo came from inside the room. The wine doesn't intoxicate people, do. Miss, you have worries that cannot be resolved. I, Qin, am unsure whether I should listen or not. Therefore, it's better not to meet. When she heard that, she became even angrier. The wine doesn't intoxicate people, do. Well said. That only makes me want to meet you more. Xianxian had lost all patience and decided to force her way. The door couldn't withstand it and collapsed. She walked in with great dignity. I don't want to deceive you, young master. Do you know why I came here? He held up the elixir and smiled mischievously. Is it for this? Xianxian proactively stroked Lin Yu. This item is very important to me. Please grant it to me, young master. He was not surprised by this action. She doesn't hesitate to offer her own body. She must obtain the 9 luminaries golden elixir. You should think it over carefully. Young master, do you think I am worthy? He only curled his lips and reminded her aloud, some things are only good once. Once used, you may no longer hold any value afterwards. She didn't stop. Xianxian immediately paused. How do you know? Lin Yu suddenly fell into deep thought. You are a person with rare ambition, yet you understand a woman's self-respect. Never mind, the past doesn't need to be spoken of. She became even more agitated. You are the first person to understand me. Since you already know, then. But he brushed her hand away. Xianxian felt annoyed by this action. Young master, why is this? Lin Yu replied coldly. Because I feel like I'll be at a disadvantage if I continue. Qin Wunyan, I am not the person you think I am. Xianxian gritted her teeth, feeling extremely indignant. I am the #1 beauty of the Heavenly Soul sect. My body is flawless. You're the one at a disadvantage. She was still angry. So, young master, what do you want to do? To agree to transfer the golden elixir to me? Lin Yu also replied bluntly. The rule for the second round of the martial arts assembly in the treasure hall is that the team leader, Hua, challenges someone to a one-on-one fight. However, the person who receives the challenge can find someone else willing to fight for them. If Kui Huang seeks trouble with me, I need your senior brother Leng Zhangfeng to fight on my behalf. She seemed quite surprised by this condition. A Heaven Emperor realm cultivator like you truly cannot defeat Kui Huang. My senior brother can handle it. Is this the only condition? Lin Yu immediately denied Xianxian's words. Of course not. The 9 luminaries golden elixir is worth more than just this. So there is a second matter, which is to help me acquire the girl in the 3rd round of the treasure hall assembly. The certainty in his tone was evident. Just these 2 points. If you can do them, the golden elixir will be yours. She had no other choice. Having no other choice, she agreed. This made Lin Yu very satisfied. This is for the best. Qingshui was also happy for him. Master, you've succeeded again. But with your means, young master, to deal with the earth-fire-burning heaven pavilion, you don't even need to use the Heavenly Soul sect. Lin Yu smirked at his plan. My night guard is the third heaven. I have fought with Hong Bing and Lu Yangqing before. If Kui Huang wants to challenge me tomorrow, I will definitely let them recognize that I am a person of the night guard. This will bring a lot of trouble. After hearing this, she still had some reservations. So that's how it is. Will Leng Zhongfeng help us then? Lin Yu replied with absolute certainty. Yes, Mo Xianqin is also very good at tempting others. Furthermore, Leng Zhongfeng also wants to obtain the 9 Luminaries Golden Elixir. However, perhaps he will change his mind in the 3rd round of the Treasure Hall Assembly. His statement made Xing Shui curious. Why? Lin Yu quickly explained the reason. Because the last girl of the assembly is very beautiful, given Leng Zhongfeng's character. He won't let me take advantage. You still don't know anything? Which beautiful girl is it? He spoke vaguely again. You'll know when the time comes. Sunlight shone down onto the roof. A person was standing in the middle of the arena. Bingliu was absolutely determined. Senior sister is not feeling well and is currently indisposed. I will preside over the martial arts assembly of the Treasure Hall Assembly. With sparring as the main focus, the leaders of the major powers will participate in the fight themselves. They can also send a substitute to fight. 2 guys were extremely excited. Vice Pavilion Master Kill Chinwunian. That's right. This guy thinks he has a strong helper, so he can be a jerk. The man looked annoyed. I don't need you two to tell me. I will deal with him myself. Afterwards, the man rushed straight down to the arena. The voice of the match host rang out. The Vice Pavilion Master of the Earth Fire Burning Heaven Pavilion challenges young Master Qin Wunyan. The Vice Pavilion Master was filled with fighting spirit. Get up here, you piece of trash! But Lin Yue was leisurely tasting tea. The strategy of the Luminous Moon Pavilion girl is pretty good, isn't it? This tea is far inferior. Kui Huang was furious upon seeing this. What? You still have the leisure to drink tea? Xianxian turned to look at Zhang Feng and gently reminded her senior brother. Brother, you promised me. He smiled a reassuring smile. Immediately after, Zhang Feng entered the fight. The Vice Pavilion Master was startled when he saw him and shouted, I challenge Qin Wunyan. Leng Zhongfeng, why are you coming up here? He just laughed loudly and replied, The Martial Arts Assembly rules state that the leaders of other forces can send substitutes to fight. Isn't that right? Everyone around was startled. What? Vice Pavilion Master Kui Huang was still confused. Leng Zhongfeng, are you tripping or something? Zhongfeng was very ready. Stop wasting time. Your cultivation level is about the same as mine. Let's see whose divine sense is stronger. Mine or your battle stance? The 2 of them began to exchange moves. Tingshu was very worried below the stage. Master, who do you think will win between the 2 of them? He observed for a while, then confirmed it was Kui Huang. Leng Zhongfeng is just putting on a show. Kui Huang unleashed a very powerful punch. Heavenly Soul Divine Form. Come on, take my strongest strike! Zhongfeng on the opposite side was no slouch either. Heaven and Earth Dharma Manifestation. All right, let this venerable one see just how great your capability truly is. Kui Huang's punch was blocked. But Zhang Feng was knocked back by that force. He was repelled a great distance. He immediately showed a respectful attitude. The Vice Pavilion Master of the Earth Fire Burning Heaven Pavilion is indeed formidable. Leng Zhongfeng was at a disadvantage, because he also had his own calculations. Fighting this savage, if I get injured, it might not be beneficial. Xianxin gritted her teeth and looked over at Lin Yue. Young master, are you satisfied? He also smiled and gave a compliment. Well done. Just then, a girl approached Lin Yule. Young Master Qin, our 2 pavilion mistresses wish to meet you. Could you come along? He quickly agreed. All right. These 2 pavilion mistresses claimed to be ill and couldn't preside over the assembly, but now they summoned him. Interesting. A moment later, Lin Yu arrived at the 2 pavilion mistresses' hall. Yang King greeted him with a sharp gaze. Young master! Lin Yu didn't beat around the bush. It seems the 2 pavilion mistresses were severely injured by the great pavilion mistress, Zhang Qingying. This time, she was startled by his words. How do you know? He simply replied nonchalantly, because I understand women, especially beautiful women. The 2 pavilion mistresses curled their lips into a smile. Young master's words might deceive a little girl, but this venerable one is no little girl. His eyes stared directly at the woman. Interesting. A woman who hasn't experienced the world can actually say she's no little girl. Yang King was enraged and slammed the table. Audacious! I originally intended to save your life, yet you are so arrogant. Lin Yu, however, remained very calm. Save me? Why don't you state your purpose first? She also stopped hiding her intentions. This venerable one wants to borrow your 3-life glazed pearl for a while. She also affirmed it with a very serious expression. In return, I can protect your life. The other hall masters of the dark, 7 kill hall, are on their way to kill you. Lin Yu replied with doubt. I don't believe you. You are also injured. So what will you use to protect me? Yang King seized this question. That's why I need the 3-life glazed pearl to heal my injury. Lin Yu asked a somewhat unrelated question. Your logic is very clear. You want to catch a white wolf with bare hands. However, do you think the Dark 7 kill Hall is stronger than the Abyss Master? She frowned slightly upon hearing this. The Master is supreme. How can the Dark 7 kill Hall compare? He continued immediately after. Then that's right. I'm not even afraid of the Abyss Master. So why should I worry about the Dark 7 kill Hall? Yanqing also felt curious. The Abyss Master, who exactly are you? Just then she screamed. Could it be you are Lin Yu? Lin Yu took off his mask. Not bad. I can give you the 3-life glazed pearl directly, but we need to renegotiate the conditions. Yanqing was overjoyed seeing his face. Really? It really is you. Aren't you afraid? I'll capture you and hand you over to the Abyss Master. Suddenly, Lin Yu's body surged with power. His gaze was clearly dangerous. Cooperating with me is only beneficial, but if you want to threaten me, feel free to try. A dragon appeared and blasted her away. Yanqing was slammed into a pillar. She didn't understand what happened. You are at the Emperor realm? How can you be so powerful? Lin Yu replied with another question. Do you know that year? When you and your senior sister Zhang Qingying competed to become the pavilion mistress at the critical moment. Do you know why the man you loved abandoned you? Yanqing was agitated by the question. This kind of thing? How do you know? But Lin Yu didn't answer that question. How she knows is not important. I want to tell you that back then, you didn't let that man touch you, but Zhang Qingying could. Therefore, this was all a conspiracy by her for the position. She suddenly slumped. And what about him? Lin Yu answered indifferently. He's dead, because only the dead can keep a secret. Yanqing fell into sorrow again. Her hands clenched tightly. He began to present his options. I'll trade the 3-life glazed pearl for 2 answers. First, who is the woman who won the flower viewing assembly? Second, the 3-life glazed pearl has 3 pieces, 1 for each of your 3 pavilion mistresses. Why? Did you come to me to borrow this one? Her eyes looking at him had changed. That woman was captured by Zhang Qingying. Her hands were clenched so tightly they drew blood. My 3-life glazed pearl was also shattered by her. Lin Yu took out a pill. It seems you are not willingly allowing Zhang Qingying to manipulate you. Then work with me to deal with Zhang Qingying. Only I have the ability to help you. She looked disbelievingly at her hand. What are you saying? Lin Yu presented both the benefits and the responsibility. The person captured by Zhang Qingying is my person. That's why I came here. I have 100% ability to kill her. And afterward, I will let you become the Luminous Moon Pavilion Mistress. Are you willing or not? But the firm condition is, when I need the Luminous Moon Pavilion's help, you must not refuse. Seeing her silence, he turned and left. You don't want to? Then let's pretend you and I have never met today. Tears streamed down Yanqing's face. Young master, no, senior. Yanqing understands. Thank you, senior. The pill in his hand was glowing. It's good that you understand. It became brighter and brighter. Lin Yu immediately ordered her, take off your clothes and expose your back. I'll heal your injury. With your current state, it would be difficult to recover on your own in a few days. Tomorrow after the flower viewing, wait for my signal. Once this matter succeeds, you will be the sole pavilion mistress. The pavilion mistress showed respect. Thank you, senior. In her heart, she was also a bit shook. This person is truly terrifying. Not only does he possess powerful combat strength, but he also seems to know everything. No wonder he could escape the pursuit of the Dao realm and the Abyss Master's command. It's not too much to call him senior. Yanqing removed her outer garments. She exposed a large wound on her back. I apologize for the trouble, senior. Lin Yu began to control the pill. Then he pressed it directly onto the wound. The wound on Yanqing's back was gradually healing. She couldn't help but be astonished at this sight. Huh? The injury actually recovered instantly? How is this possible? Who exactly is he? After treating her injury, Lin Yu spoke calmly. I also have a cultivation technique that can help you increase your power. Do you want to try? Yanqing immediately knelt down respectfully. Please, senior, teach me. She seemed to realize something and said loudly, Yanqing understands. Disciple Lu Yanqing pays respects to master. Only now did Lin Yu feel satisfied. Good, rise. His face showed a threat. If you truly want to learn, you must listen to me from now on. Even if you become the great pavilion mistress of the Luminous Moon Pavilion, the same applies. Lin Yu spoke while handing something to Yanqing. I know Zhang Qingying didn't kill you, because only you can control the 9-colored fire, and I just happen to need it. She reverently accepted it with both hands. At that time, disciple is willing to offer the 9-colored fire to master. Lin Yu smiled, showing his approval. Very good. The man was demonstrating a terrifying power. After the sky mirror exhausted its power, it gave birth to Lin Shu. It and Lin Shu were originally two sides of the same coin. Lin Shu was heavily injured, leading to the damage of the sky mirror. Only the 9-colored fire could repair the sky mirror, and then recreate Lin Shu. The next day, everyone was present at the flower-picking ceremony. Zhua Jing observed with a tense expression. People from the Earth Fire Pavilion, Heaven Valley, and Heavenly Soul Sect are all watching us. They don't have any ulterior motives, do they? But he paid little attention.
So what if they do? They're just clowns.
Lin Yu glanced to the side and smirked.
He's here too.
A little interesting. She became curious hearing that. Master, are you talking about that man in white? Who is he? In front of them was a rather young man. The boundless Tao realm has a terrifying expert who uses a saber. He has reached the Tao Master realm. His name is Dao Jun Guirilai, but people call him the Murderous Heart Buddha. This person is his disciple. Zhu Jing couldn't hide her astonishment. Dao Jun Guirilai, what a domineering name. But if he is the Tao Master's disciple, then what is he doing here? Is he also here from the flower viewing assembly? He quickly spoke up to explain.
No, he's here for something else.
Lin Yue was also quite curious. I remember when the Murderous Heart Buddha disappeared. It was related to the Luminous Moon Pavilion. Could it be that kid already has a clue? Just then, a gigantic elephant appeared. The people there were all scared.
Look at that demonic beast.
What a huge demonic beast. This must be the guardian beast of the Luminous Moon Pavilion. That's right. It's even bigger than when I last saw it many years ago. A beautiful young woman was tied to a wooden stake. Zhua Jing was startled, looking at the girl and shouting, Master, is she the person we need to save? His face became very serious. The lecherous men suddenly brightened up. Is this the woman the Luminous Moon Pavilion wants to reward? Her figure truly is a total stunner. If we want to untie her, we must first unlock that mirror. I suppose so. It was scorched by the 9-colored fire but not destroyed. It's truly a treasure. At that moment, Zhang Qingying appeared and announced, This rebellious disciple, under my guidance, obtained this precious mirror, but she harbored selfish intentions and refused to reveal the incantation to unseal it. Therefore, today I invite all of you to jointly unseal this silver mirror. Next to the girl, the precious mirror was shining. The flower viewing assembly? The third round will be personally presided over by me. Zhang Qingying created a vortex in front of the girl. Changfeng saw the girl and his wicked thoughts arose.
This woman is really something. No way!
Absolutely not. I can let that Qin Wunian take advantage. The lustful men also stirred up. This woman is truly beautiful. No wonder she made it to the final flower. She is truly a delicate flower. Qingying controlled the girl and announced, Gentlemen, feel free to step up and try. If anyone can remove the seal on this precious mirror, then this rebellious disciple will be handed over to that person by me. And of course, there are other generous and unexpected rewards. They immediately rushed up to her. One man, with a lewd expression, asked the great pavilion mistress, We can use any method, right? Qingying also replied nonchalantly, Of course. One man immediately rushed forward. In that case, brother, we won't be polite. Another man appeared. Beautiful lady, Big Brother is here. The man from before couldn't hold back either. Either you speak the unsealing incantation, he grabbed the girl's collar, startling her, or do you believe we wouldn't dare do something to you in front of everyone? Immediately red scythes appeared. They were quickly struck and sent flying far away. Lin Yu appeared in a pretty dope way. The sect mistress saw him and said weakly, You must leave now. Lin Yu felt heartbroken seeing her like that. You have suffered. He turned and gave Qingying a sharp glare. Great pavilion mistress, there's no need to use the excuse of bad person or sect traitor. She is my person. Everything you have done to her, I will make you pay back 100-fold. She looked at him with daggers in her eyes. You are courting death. Lin Yu used his martial arts to cut the iron chains away. Just then, a spear attacked him. Divine Sense bursting spear! Something grew out of Lin Yu's back. A pair of wings knocked the spear away. Chang Feng clapped his hands and frowned slightly. Young Master Qin, a beautiful woman is hard to come by. How about letting this young master have some fun with you? Tian Shan was startled and turned to look at him, sweating nervously. Senior brother, do you know what you are doing? Chang Feng replied confidently. That move of mine inflicts damage on the divine sense. Even if he blocked the attack, his divine sense is still damaged. Wait until senior brother kills him. To reclaim the 9-yang gold core, I want both the gold core and the beauty. Immediately after, he lunged at him, yelling, Kid! No one can snatch a woman right in front of this young master. While Shui Jing appeared very worried. Master, the young master is in danger. Should we go? The masked man, however, was very composed. Don't worry, the young master will be fine. Lin Yue just slightly curled his lip in contempt. Isn't living well enough? At this moment, Chang Feng suddenly realized something. Something's not quite right. Right above his head was a giant bell, Buddha's bell, suppressing evil. Lin Yue also counterattacked you, thinking that the spiritual intent spear exploding can injure me? Let me tell you, the spiritual intent technique of the Heavenly Soul sect is fundamentally trash, and nothing more. The bell, controlled by him, crashed down onto the opponent. The deafening sound made Chang Feng feel like he was about to explode. No, stop! Before long, his body seemed to shrivel up. Lin Yue was also quietly observing, Fusion Talisman. I need to replenish energy before I can use it. Perhaps when the energy reaches the 5th completion level, I can find the other parts of the celestial being. Unification Talisman. A moment later, Chang Feng fell out of the bell. The surrounding people were terrified by the scene. Young master, it's over. It's a huge mess. What do we do now? Bing Liu furiously attacked. Let me meet you again, Black Blade Yaksha. You must be that little thief from that night. The punch was heading straight for Lin Yue. The crowd buzzed again. What's this situation? The glazed moon-treading tower is actually dealing with Qin Wunyan. Is that kid too much of a jerk that even the moon tower couldn't stand it? Kui Huang also rushed over from somewhere wanting to fight. Third tower master. This venerable one is here to help you catch this little thief. Lin Yue couldn't stand still any longer either. The 8 people who were just called immediately charged forward. He fought and angrily thought, damn it, why aren't they going after Hong Bing Liu? Lin Yue continued to call the soldiers number 5 and number 6. They quickly knocked Bing Liu down. Number 6 mischievously said to the opponent, Emperor Xuan Yue, your move was quite malicious. Give me a chance to show off. Number 5 turned to answer his teammate, chill, she won't die that easily. Lin Yue stepped closer to me. I'm here. Then the two embraced each other. He looked at the glowing mirror. Old friend, it seems you still need some time to recover. Qing Ying also appeared, speaking as if giving an order. You can unseal the treasure mirror. Hurry and tell this venerable one how to open it. This venerable one can spare your whole... Mei also spoke up to warn him. Lin Yue, she is very strong. But Lin Yue calmly said, why don't you strike? Yet? Yanqing was attacking right behind Qing Ying. What? Yanqing plunged her sword straight down. Qing Ying was furious at this woman. You piece of trash, how dare you betray me? Glazed moon-treading tower. She acted as if she had no retreat. Since things have come to this, I can only fight to the death. Lin Yue immediately gave an order. Number 0. Number 0 quickly executed his technique. Qing Ying blocked the blow and questioned. You are also a Supreme Realm expert. Number 0 only coldly replied, this old man is Ling Hao, and also an immortal emperor of the Burning Heaven Realm of the Kangling Dao Dynasty. Burning Heaven Realm. By the young master's command, I'm here to take your life. Then he transformed into a fire dragon. Die! She furiously attacked quickly. A dignified supreme expert is actually taking orders from a stinky brat who is still wet behind the ears. You have completely lost the face of a supreme expert. Number 0's intention remained unshaken. You know he fears them and dreads their status, but you don't know that he can also kill them. 2 more people rushed forward. Number 0! We've come to help you. Lin Yue's eyes were still very determined. Woman Yanqing, first kill Hong Bing Liu, then jointly attack Jiang Qing Ying. Yanqing immediately obeyed the order and charged forward. Yes, master. Bing Liu took the blow and couldn't help but feel wronged. Yanqing, you betrayed the glazed moon-treading tower again. Yanqing immediately corrected that. I only betrayed Jiang Qing Ying. Min Yan was already standing right behind him. Are you not going to make a move? Lin Yue stood still and replied, it's no longer necessary for me to take action, he said with a sad look. The people of the glazed moon-treading tower are not your opponents, but the person I want. You absolutely cannot snatch away. Mi looked at him, puzzled. You? Lin Yue immediately reassured her. Don't worry, he's not talking about you. That sentence caught Ming Yan's attention. You know who I need? Just then, his subordinate also spoke up. Young master, he has concealed his aura. No one here is his opponent. He already had his own plan. You all stand down, let me spar with him. Lin Yue began by complimenting his opponent. After so many years, the Killing Heart Palace finally has a successor with potential. He looked at him with surprise. You know me? The people around were extremely terrified. Killing Heart Palace. He is a person from the Killing Heart Palace. Legend has it that the Killing Heart Palace was founded by Ghost Tathagata, the strongest person in the boundless Tao realm. In the past, Ghost Tathagata is also called the Killing Heart Buddha. Why would his successor come to the Jade Tassel Tao realm? Lin Yue continued to speak in a calm tone. Almost everyone in the boundless Tao realm knows the heavenly Tao, but only the Killing Heart Palace. The Killing Heart. Buddha, can cultivate the heavenly Tao to the 8th level. Under him, you are not yet 20 years old, and have already cultivated the heavenly Tao to the 6th level. Only the little Buddha can, right? He also had his own thoughts about this person. This little Buddha is gentle on the outside, but tough on the inside. A decisive and righteous person with cultivation, and even reached the first heaven of the Tao proving realm. He is definitely a great helper. Minyan immediately drew his sword and said, "You can actually sense the aura of the heavenly blade. You are very knowledgeable. But Jiang Qingying is related to the trace of my ancestor. I must take her with me." Lin Yu was still trying to persuade him. "If you want to find Ghost Tathagata, you really must start with Jiang Qingying, but a Tao Lord who can compete with a sword embryo, a celestial expert. There are less than 10 people who can defeat him. Jiang Qingying does not have this capability. If you recklessly disturb the grass to alert the snake, your ancestor will likely also be in danger." Minyan's eyes lit up, very happy. "My ancestor is really still alive. Do you already have a way to save the ancestor?" Lin Yu affirmed his words once again. "Of course, actually, you don't need to stop me, because my coming for Jiang Qingying is also to save the killing heart." Buddha. Minyan immediately changed his attitude. He raised his sword and brought down powerful blows. The anger in Minyan's eyes was visible. "The words of a mere emperor realm expert like you are truly hard to believe. If you, sir, can break through my blade intent aura, then I will believe you. Otherwise, I will definitely take Jiang Qingying. Those who obstruct me shall die." His subordinates. Lin Yu spoke up to dissuade them. "Tao proving realm. He is a Tao Lord level expert. Young master, this person is too dangerous. The 10 of us combined might be able to buy you an hour to escape." "That's right, young master. The blade intent. Aura of the Tao. Proving realm. Heavenly blade. 6th level. Even old Ling would not be able to break it. If you can keep the Green Mountains, what do you fear? From lack of firewood?" Lin Yue also immediately launched his move. "Then watch closely." In an instant, he leaped high and slashed down. He couldn't believe what was in front of him. Using his hand as a blade, this is the 6th form of the heavenly Tao. No, it's not just the 6th form. It might even be the 7th form. This aura wall absolutely cannot stop him. Minyan tightened his grip on the sword. He exerted force to block his blow. Everyone there had a different expression. "Broken!" He smirked, revealing his white teeth. "I didn't expect to meet someone who could cultivate the heavenly Tao to the 6th level or higher." This made Minyan even more interested. "Come on!" Lin Yu stood still as he charged forward. This lunatic obsessed with the blade. He just slightly waved his hand and diverted the attack. Minyan rushed in with continuous attacks. Lin Yu kept trying to fight back. "Damn it! You are a Tao proving realm expert. You shouldn't play like this." The two outside felt very worried. Young Master Lin Yu launched another move. "It seems I really have to be serious." Suddenly, he changed his demeanor to a gentler one. "You can cultivate the heavenly blade like this. I believe you. But how did you learn the 7th form of the heavenly blade?" Lin Yu appeared very calm on the outside. "Not only the 7th form, the 8th form, and the 9th form. I know a little about all of them. As for how I learned them, I'll tell you later." But inwardly, he was sweating profusely. This blade-obsessed maniac is finally back to normal. He almost forced me to use my trump card. Minyan still looked straight at him, the corner of his mouth curving up. "Sir, you know the 9th form of the heavenly blade?" Lin Yu answered confidently. "That's right. Besides, there are more than just 9 forms of the heavenly blade." Finally, he turned and left. "Then I will trust you this once, but if anything happens to the ancestor, I will definitely pursue you for the rest of my life, until death do us part." He looked after him and reassured him, "Chill." Minyan revealed his bloody, trembling hand. He muttered, "He is just a mere emperor, realm expert, yet he could injure me." Truly terrifying. Lin Yu ordered his subordinate, "Take Jiang Qingying away." One person immediately dragged her away. "Yes, young master." Another person wearing mask number 6 asked for instructions. "Then what about the sovereign puppets?" Lin Yu only gave a cold order. "Kill them all, don't leave a single one behind." Just then, Yan Qing and her disciples came to pay their respects to their master. "All the disciples of the glazed moon treading tower have been subdued." His eyes were full of killing intent. "Good, very good. Kill all those who once harmed and humiliated Li Jun." She immediately obeyed. "Yes, master." Yan Qing shouted at her disciples. "Men, bring out those who previously harmed mistress. Execute all of them. Do not leave a single person alive." May's face turned red as she scolded Lin Yue. "What mistress?" "You just talk nonsense to other people." He gently placed his hand on her shoulder. "Isn't it true?" Lin Yu turned back to Yan Qing and said, "All right, since the matter is concluded, hand the rest over to someone else to deal with." She cupped her hands to receive the order. "Yes, master." Lin Yu looked back at May and spoke. "Let's go. It's time for you to enter the Emperor realm. The warm sunlight shone down on the mansion. Juejing reported while receiving an item from him. Master, people from the glazed moon-treading tower have brought the celestial mirror and the 9-colored fire here. Lin Yue was pouring medicine into May's tub. It seems Lu Yongqing is very reliable. Put the items on the table. This is the Emperor's pill. Go and break through to the 3rd heaven of the Emperor realm first. She quickly obeyed the order. Yes. Lin Yu flicked 2 fingers. May's whole body floated up accordingly. The medicinal soak has helped restore most of your body's injuries. Next, let me help you clear your meridians. He continuously pressed the acupuncture points on her body. May couldn't hide her curiosity. Lin Yi, what are your plans next? He didn't hide anything. I came to the Jade Dao realm for 2 purposes. One is to save a person. The other is to save Dao Lord Ghost Tathagata. She still didn't quite understand his intention. Why save the killing heart Buddha? His eyes showed deep calculation. Gui Rulai is one of the powerhouses of the Heaven Vale. Not only can he help me deal with Dao Lord Kong Yuan, but he can also become a backup. To help me counter Dao Lord Biluo, the 3 Dao Lords appeared in his mind. Gui Rulai is besieged by Dao Lord Yuru on a certain snowy mountain. To find the location of that desolate mountain, I must gather the strength of the 3 great supreme figures. The moon-treading tower, Jiang Qingying of the Jade Dao realm, Ma Dang. The Great Hall, Master of the Underworld Blood Slaughter, Hall, and Ling Wuda, the Sect Master of the Heavenly Soul Sect. Lin Yu was planning very carefully. I have now captured Jiang Qingying. Next up are Ma Dang and Ling Wuda. Just then, someone walked in to report, Young Master. Mo Xianjian of the Heavenly Soul Sect requests an audience, but he was not in a hurry to meet her. Tell her to wait for a quarter hour before entering. The person understood the order. Yes. Lin Yu quickly gave the pill to May. This is the Emperor Sovereign pill. Eat it, and I will lend you a hand. She seemed quite surprised, but still accepted it. Okay. Will I finally become an Emperor Sovereign? It feels like a dream. 15 minutes later, Xian stood before Lin Yue, Heavenly Soul Sect's Mo. Xiangxin pays her respects to the young master. Regarding the young sect master's matter, I hope the young master will not hold it against me. He showed a bit of remorse and asked about Ling Changfeng. He had been pursuing you for a long time. I killed him. Don't you resent me at all? Xianxin was quite surprised by the question. The young sect master brought it upon himself and even wanted to harm you, young master. He got what was coming to him. How dare I blame you, young master? Lin Yue adopted a rather pleased demeanor. Great, I like this cold-hearted turn of yours. Xiangxin immediately put on a pitiful look. Although the young sect master deserved death, I don't have much say in the Heavenly Soul Sect. So I am worried that if people from the Heavenly Soul Sect come to cause you trouble, please do not hold it against me. He suddenly picked her up and whispered gently, Ling Changfeng, with his death you are the biggest winner. You have an even greater chance in the future to obtain the Heavenly Soul Sect. But your heart is too vicious. Not only are you heartless towards Ling Changfeng, but you also don't care about it. While the Heavenly Soul Sect deals with me, Xianxin was quite panicked at this moment. I was wrong. You can punish me however you want. He leaned close to her ear and whispered, Any way at all, truly? Xianxian didn't dare to look Lin Yu in the eye. Yes. Then he got straight to the point. Then, help me capture Ling Wuda. Hearing that, she was startled. What? A sense of fear and anxiety rose in Xianxian's heart. Absolutely impossible. Ling Wuda is not like Jiang Qingying. He is much stronger. But Lin Yu reassured her before she could finish her sentence. You don't need to worry about any of that. You just need to follow my arrangements after you return. After a discussion of the plan, he released her. Did you hear clearly? It was clear that she was a bit afraid of him now. Understood, young master. Your methods are truly earth-shattering. Lin Yu waved his hand. Go, go! Afterward, he also left to do his own thing. It's time to check on the people of the Fangyi Dao realm. It has been a long time since he last parted with them. Lin Yu stood in front of the treasure mirror, examining it for a long time. The shattered surface of the mirror seems to have been repaired quite a bit. It's a shame that it's still missing something. To fully restore it to its original perfection, Lin Yu began talking to the object. Lin Xiu, I know you really want to restore your human form, but unfortunately, the Jade Dao Realm's aid for your healing is only the 9-colored fire. When I have the chance, I will go to the Blue Nether Dao Realm and take the 10-colored Golden Crow Fire to help you heal completely. The mirror was still glowing brightly. Originally, I wanted to completely destroy the consciousness of the Celestial Shadow Mirror, but you kept saying that I was your only friend, which surprisingly softened my heart. He unexpectedly jumped into the mirror. Before I get the 10-colored Golden Crow Fire, you should just obediently absorb the 9-colored fire Inside the mirror is another world. The atmospheric phenomena are completely different. Qingji and the others must be right in the center. Lin Yu looked up to the high sky. Sure enough, they are all here. Then he walked into a shop. Let me see what everyone is doing. Qing King is still actively training. The sect master will return. What we need to do is to make this mecha stronger. Zhao Ke, on the other hand, had a sulky expression. This guy, I don't care if you save the world or not, but you haven't returned for so long. What is the Diao sect planning to do? Wu Wu asked Han Laolong while training. When do you think the sect master will return? Long Lin didn't seem too sure. The sect master is like a divine dragon whose head is seen but not its tail. Neither you nor I can guess. He will definitely return. One person was soaking in a large bathtub. Qingji was also looking forward to it. Lin Yui, I wonder when the sect master will be able to return. Did she sense someone was coming? Someone silently broke my great dream technique of returning to the ruins. Qingji hastily put on her clothes and shouted, "Who is it?" Lin Yu appeared with a very gentle smile. Let me look a little longer. It's not too late to put your clothes back on. He didn't spare any words praising the girl in front of him. Seeing that the Diao sect under your guidance is so neat and orderly, I am truly satisfied. Qingji also showed modesty. To receive your encouragement, a little busy work is worth it. Lin Yu took out a pill. Here are 10,000 billion silver taels. 2 Emperor Sovereign pills. Over 50 Emperor pills, and over 3,000 Emperor Lord pills. There are also over 18,000 cultivation methods, 1 saint artifact, 37 celestial grade spiritual artifacts and other spiritual artifacts, and array talismans. You are responsible for the arrangements below. Quickly let everyone increase their strength. She took it, not without surprise. So many treasures here. Where did you get them? Lin Yu wrapped his arm around her shoulder from behind. They were all brought to me by some blind jerks. There are 2 more matters. One is to quickly unify the great emperor sects here. Qingji replied with a bit of apprehension. This might be a bit difficult. The Sword Emperor sect, the Asura Emperor sect, and the Zither Emperor sect are not a problem. But the other emperor sects, he immediately cut her off. Relax. I will send Li Jun to help you. The second matter is to let that 9-colored egg refine 1 billion taels of silver every day. It is destined to be extraordinary. Her face was flushed completely red. All right, I will follow all the sect master's arrangements. After he finished speaking, he intended to turn around and leave. Then I'll leave it to you, Qingji said with an annoyed tone, questioning him. You want to leave already? How can you? Then the two embraced tightly amidst the water. Stay with me for a while, just for a little while. Outside the celestial prison, the sun was shining brightly. Lin Yu strode confidently inside. I've come to see Zhang Qingying. His subordinate reminded him, Young master, be careful. That woman is very strong. Even though she has turned into a clay figure, there might still be danger. But he wasn't scared at all. It's fine. Qingying was furious when she saw Lin Yu. Qinwunian, you scoundrel, what are you doing here? He answered calmly, I've come to visit you, and coincidentally, I have something I want to discuss with you. She immediately tried to use benefits to trick him. Qinwunian, release me? What benefits did Lu Yan promise you? I will give you double. He just looked at Qingying with a disgusted look. You hate me so much. If I release you, can I still live? She still didn't give up and continued to beg. Young Master Qin has heaven-defying methods. You have many experts like clouds. How could I possibly harm you? Lin Yu still spoke coldly. No need to explain. Help me save one person, and I will release you. Qingying was instantly startled. Who? He said directly without hesitation. Wugang Dao Realm's Sha Xin Fo Zai Gui Rulai. She flew into a rage when she heard the name. You brat, are you crazy? Do you know who Gui Rulai is? He answered very calmly. Of course I know. He is an expert at the Dao Lord level, reaching the Dao Enlightenment realm. Generations-long overlord of the Wugang Dao realm. Qingying still couldn't calm down. You know that and still dare to save him? Are you a person from the Wugang Dao realm? He spoke with annoyance to remind her. Don't ask about my identity. Just answer me, do you agree or not? Qingying naturally refused. She also wanted to advise him against it. Since you know Sha Xin Fo Zai is imprisoned, you should know how terrifying the person who made the move is. Lin Yu was resolute and would not change his mind. No need to pretend to be mysterious. Isn't it the Jade? Ru Dao Lord? Let me tell you clearly. The person I want to deal with is him. Qingying spoke with increasing fear. You truly don't know the immensity of heaven and earth. If the Dao Lord wants to kill you, just one look is enough. His eyes suddenly flashed. Divine sense surge. She was stunned by what she saw. Lin Yu looked incredibly terrifying at this moment. If I want to kill you, one look is enough too. Do you understand? Qingying was terrified by him. Even her voice was timid. I understand. Understand. She lowered her face with a look of sadness. I was wrong. It seems I was still too careless. King Ying's heart was still troubled. How could he possess such terrifying divine sensibility? He didn't hesitate to comment on her carelessness. As for Sha Xinfozai, he was tricked by your old Dao Lord's cunning schemes. Although he has the sharpest blade under the heavens, his mind is a bit dull. King Ying was startled by what he said. You, how do you even know these things? Lin Yu glanced at her with contempt. Not only do I know that the Jade Ru Dao Lord tricked Sha Xinfozai into playing a game of Go. The loser had to be imprisoned for 100 years, but he was actually imprisoned for over 3,000 years. I also know that the Jade Ru Dao Lord will soon attend the Dao Lord Assembly. His voice was full of menace. Before that, I hope you can help me persuade the Great Hall Master of the Underworld 7 Killing Hall and the Celestial Soul Sect Master. All right, enough talk. Choose, agree or die. King Ying could only grit her teeth and agree. Fine, I promise you. Lin Yu quickly launched a move. Good, then don't resist. Blood sacrifice. Heart refining. King Ying was shocked by the surprise attack. What is this? Lin Yu turned and left, not forgetting to explain, a bloodline-connected seal. If I die, you will die too? Of course, if you die, I will be fine. So relax and wait for me here. She was so angry, she blurted out, "Damn it!" His subordinate quickly reported, "Young master, people from the Underworld 7 Killing Hall have just attacked." Lin Yu appeared very calm. I was just about to look for them, yet they came by themselves. Where are they now? He immediately replied, "They are in a standoff with Lu Yanshuan, the pavilion master." Sunlight shone down on the green trees. Yanshuan's side was confronting the Underworld's 7 Killing side. Yan Shun spoke first to inquire, "What matter brings the 6 hall masters to personally descend upon the lapis lazuli moon-treading pavilion?" Ma Deng seemed quite angry and immediately questioned, "Why are you the one showing your face? Where is that crazy woman Jiang Qingying? Does she want to play the coward?" She frowned and tried to explain. "The great pavilion master is in secluded cultivation, breaking through to the 3-star supreme level. She does not have time to meet with you." In reality, in her heart, she was also gauging them. The Underworld 7 Killing Hall had an aggressive aura. I'll just try to scare them a little first. Let's see. The guy got even madder after hearing the explanation. "Stop the nonsense. Let that butch Jiang Qingying come out and give me justice." Yang Xuan was already sweating profusely. "This scoundrel keeps pestering me." Ma Deng is a 1-star Supreme Realm expert. The other 5 brothers are all Emperor Realm experts as well. Hard to deal with. Ma Deng couldn't hold back and immediately made a move. "7th brother is dead. You must give me justice. Otherwise, don't blame me for being impolite. Form the array." Yang Xuan also immediately unleashed a move to stop him. "Are you gentlemen trying to start a head-on war with the moon-treading pavilion?" Ma Deng put all his effort into the fight. "So what if we start a war? Do you think I'm scared of you?" Zero also intervened to help, unleashing an array formation. Ma Deng was surprised and quickly shouted, "Who are you, sir?" He also calmly replied, "Zero." The man showed compassion and advised him, "You are only one person, sir. Even a supreme cannot stop all of us. It's better not to wade into these troubled waters." Zero was completely unfazed and countered with a threat. "I also advise you not to wade into these troubled waters. The current lapis lazuli moon-treading pavilion is not something you can mess with." Ma Deng narrowed his eyes with a threatening look. "What if I say no?" Lin Yue decided to deploy his forces, then let all of them stay here. His subordinates immediately charged forward. "Yes! Young master, the people from the Underworld 7 Killing Hall have been surrounded." The guy was also sweating buckets. 99 Emperor Realm experts. Ma Deng paused slightly upon seeing Lin Yu. "Who are you, sir?" "Today, I came to the Lapis Lazuli Moon-Treading Pavilion to seek justice. I don't know how I have offended you." He still spoke coldly and directly. "You came because of Gui Wuchang, didn't you?" "I killed him." The guy was so angry he ground his teeth. "You are just an Emperor Realm expert." Lin Yue calmly continued, "I didn't make the move, but to me it's not much different." Ma Deng had calmed down. "My 7th brother is not a troublemaker. Could there be some misunderstanding in this matter?" Actually, deep down, he was a little intimidated by Jiang Qingying. I didn't expect her to find such a powerful helper. No wonder they dare to oppose me. Lin Yue didn't spare the opponent any courtesy. "There is no misunderstanding. Your 7th brother saw me holding the 9 Splendor Golden Elixir and bullied me because of my low cultivation trying to snatch my golden elixir." Ma Deng was still pondering the pros and cons. This brat really shows no respect at all. Wouldn't it be better to just call it a misunderstanding and stop? Forget it. They have a huge advantage in numbers. If we fight, there will absolutely be no benefit. After weighing his options, he decided to turn and leave. If that's the case, then my seventh brother was in the wrong. I, on behalf of my junior brother Gui Wuchang, apologize to you, sir. If there is nothing else, we shall take our leave first. But Lin Yu chased right after them. Did I give you permission to leave? Ma Deng turned back in surprise, looking at the scoundrel. He truly wouldn't give up. He could only turn back and show a submissive attitude. I know. Seventh brother caused you a great deal of psychological trauma. This storage ring is a small token of my sincerity. I respectfully ask you, great sir, to overlook the offense of a small-timer like him. Zhuijing witnessed this and couldn't help but admire. Master is truly formidable. The great hall master has fought with Jiang Qingying for so many years, and yet he actually admitted defeat. Lin Yu happily accepted the item. If Gui Wuchang had a big brother, like you, he wouldn't have had to die. Ma Deng was still afraid and quickly argued, That was my seventh brother. He was young and didn't understand the way of the world. His death was well-deserved. One of the 7 killings couldn't take it anymore and made a move. No! We can't just forget about this. Watch me kill this brat first. The others also shouted with fierce resolve. That's right. Seventh brother cannot die for nothing. Why should we be afraid of them, right? Lin Yu immediately summoned the dragon. The one who charged forward was immediately incinerated, screaming, Sixth brother! Quickly save him! Sixth brother quickly transformed into water to put out the fire. This is divine sense flame. He couldn't escape and screamed in pain. The remaining people watched in astonishment. How can this guy be so powerful? Isn't he just in the Emperor realm? Yet a single move nearly killed sixth brother. An Emperor realm second. Heaven expert. Lin Yu pointed directly at the loudest-mouthed person. Who was the one who objected just now? It seems like you were the one shouting the loudest. The person pointed at turned pale with fear. I didn't shout loudly. His subordinate didn't say much, and just made a move to take him down. Lin Yu smiled slightly. Do you guys have any other opinions? Ma Deng immediately bowed respectfully. No. He said a very casual sentence. Then surrender. Just in time. Jiang Qingying is also waiting for people. Ma Deng glanced slightly, thinking, seeing that he didn't answer. He reminded him, does the Great Hall Master still need to think about it? Ma Deng flustered and immediately spoke up. No need. Everyone quickly hand over your storage rings and surrender. The others dared not voice any more opinions. Yes! Lin Yu turned and led 0. Let's go! The two quickly returned. The green leaves rustled in the wind. The guy couldn't hide his curiosity and asked directly, I have fought with Jiang Qingying for many years and have never seen her. Have someone like you, a supreme, as a bodyguard and helper. Could you satisfy my curiosity and introduce yourself? Lin Yu just kept walking and refused the request. You will naturally know my background later. Ma Deng continued to negotiate with him. Young man, I just gave you a storage ring. That was just a small contribution from me. Later, you only need to intercede for me and spare my life. I am willing to tell you where the true treasure is. Lin Yu just curled his lips and replied, You don't need to tell me. I know your treasure is hidden in the Valley of Fallen Souls. He was surprised by him and exclaimed, You! How do you know this, besides me? Only Lin Yu knows. Without letting him finish, he affirmed, That's right, it is the former lover of the Heavenly Soul Sect Master's wife, who told me the place. Therefore, our goal is not your wealth. Ma Deng's face turned pale. It seems like Jiang Qingying doesn't want to let me go. Lin Yu threw the prison door wide open. You can go and ask her yourself. The scene inside surprised him. What happened? What Ma Deng saw was Qingying tied up. Jiang Qingying, how did you end up as a prisoner too? She looked at him with disdain. Ma Deng, you old coot. Your pleading voice just now was really annoying. Ma Deng blushed and tried to defend himself. It was just seeking a way to live. That's common sense. On the contrary, what happened to you guys at the Lapis Lazuli moon-treading pavilion? In the end, Lin Yu turned and walked away and said, You two are former lovers. Let's catch up on old times here. I'll be back later. He looked blankly at Qingying and asked, What is this guy's background exactly? How does he even know that we were former lovers? She was very annoyed by that comment and retorted, Stop pretending we're close. Who is your former lover? Ma Deng looked at Qingying with an improper gaze. No matter what. When we were young, we also had a night of passion. You can't have forgotten, right? Qingying couldn't stand it anymore and roared, Get out! The guy also became serious again. All right. No more nonsense. This is your territory. Can you find a way out? Qingying's attitude remained unchanged. Escape my ass. The 13-story heavenly prison is guarded by countless disciples and array formations. Each block is interconnected. If you touch one, they all activate. At least 70% of your power is restricted. Moreover, the 10,000-year profound iron here is a heavenly-grade material that took a blacksmith 490 days to complete. There's absolutely no way to escape. Ma Deng was also speechless at her and thought to himself, "You women are too free, having nothing to do, so you upgraded the heavenly prison to be so strict. Is that so?" Qing Ying's voice suddenly softened. "But there is still one way to escape. That is to help young Master Qin Wunian find the location of the Snow Mountain Tao Lord." Hearing that, he was horrified and yelled, "Snow Mountain Tao Lord! Is he crazy?" Just then, Lin Yu reappeared and spoke. "Crazy or not is my business. What is your choice?" Ma Deng was startled and glanced at him. Didn't he go out? Why is he back so soon? He immediately knelt down and promised, "As long as I can live, I will go through fire and water, and will not refuse." Seeing his reaction, he just thought to himself, "For 10,000 years I only studied women, and never learned much about this Ma Deng. If I had known earlier, I wouldn't have wasted so much effort." Qing Ying, disgusted with Ma Deng, yelled, "Shameless!" The guy also shouted angrily, "Pavilion Master Jiang, don't misunderstand. I'm trying to save your life too. If I refuse and risk death, you won't have any value to continue living either." Lin Yi, on the other hand, felt very satisfied. Obedience is very good. Next, you guys stay here and wait to reunite with Ling Wu. Great! Before the Tao Lord meeting begins, I will return. Yan Shen waited anxiously for him outside. "Master, will they be okay being left together? Better safe than sorry." Lin Yu continued walking, not forgetting to instruct her. "Just check on them often." She immediately obeyed, understood. He smirked and looked up at the sky. "It's later than I expected." Yan Shen was startled when she heard him say that. "Someone is coming? Where?" A figure was crawling out of a crack in the sky. He appeared with a magnificent stance. His subordinates immediately rushed forward. "It's a powerful enemy! Protect the young master!" Lin Yu shouted to stop them. "Everyone go back!" He looked at him with a meaningful smile. "He is indeed a formidable opponent, but he and I are not enemies, so don't attack." Mingren was also observing from the rooftop. He remained calm and evaluated. Finally, a decent guy has arrived. Daishi squinted as if searching for something. "I came to visit the pavilion master of the lapis lazuli moon-treading pavilion, Jiang Qing Ying." Lin Yu's subordinates also paused. "It's the aura of the Tao-attaining realm again. Could it be the Jade Plume Tao Lord? Why is he here?" Yan Xuan frowned and made a decision. "Isn't the Tao Lord in the Jade Plume Tao realm? There is another Tao-attaining realm expert. He is the disciple of the Jade Plume Tao Lord. I will go and meet him." She immediately showed respect to Daishi. "Greetings, emissary." He looked at Yan Xuan with contempt. "Did I remember incorrectly? The owner of the lapis lazuli moon-treading pavilion is definitely not you." She still bowed and explained, "Emissary, Pavilion Master Jiang betrayed the lapis lazuli moon-treading pavilion and has been imprisoned." Daishi immediately used a move to strike Yan Xuan. She was knocked to the ground. He was absolutely furious and roared. Zheng Xingying was personally appointed by the Tao Lord to be the pavilion master of the moon-treading pavilion. Who are you to dare imprison her? I'll settle the score with you later. First tell me, where is Lin Yue? Yan Xuan, who had just gotten up, screamed in fear. "Master, run! He is enraged and attacking!" "It seems you want to die." The attack was very strong and aimed at Yan Xuan. Lin Yu immediately stood in front of her to block it. "Daishu, the person you are looking for is me. Why do so many people have to die?" He also manifested a bell to block the strike. Daishu was clearly annoyed when he saw him. To be able to escape the Tao Lord's pursuit, you are indeed extraordinary. She gritted her teeth, enduring the pain, and urged him, "Master, hurry and leave. I have activated the formation. The defensive formation of the lapis lazuli moon-treading pavilion can hold him for a while." Lin Yue glanced at her and said softly, "The fact that you can think this way, I am very pleased, but I won't leave." A wave of emotion surged in his heart. That day when I was surrounded, I only focused on studying her body. I never expected her to have this side to her. Daisha just stomped his foot and the ground shattered. "Since I have found you, will you willingly come with me, or should I take action?" Lin Yue confidently replied, "I choose neither." Daisha was so angry that his eyes flashed with fire. "Choosing neither, that's quite confident." Lin Yue's subordinates immediately rushed forward. "Young master, watch out for injuries!" He was extremely excited and launched a strike. "Are they the only capital for your confidence?" Those people were struck back. Shuwu clutched his chest, but still managed to warn him. "Young master, hurry and go. I can't hold on much longer." Lin Yue remained standing still. "It's all right." He raised his foot, preparing to kick. "Under my fourth step, you will all die." Why is this guy not scared at all? Lin Yue slowly removed his mask and curved his lips. "The 7 steps to treading heaven is trained quite well. I wonder, which step your master, old man Yu Shu, has reached?" Daisha was shocked and astonished. "How do you know the 7 steps to treading heaven?" He was calm, as if talking to himself. The 7 steps to treading heaven is one of the 5 great divine techniques, but only the chin fist remains in the Sky Curtain universe. The fact that you can train up to the 4th step is truly not bad. Seeing his indifference, he angrily yelled, "I'm asking you a question." Lin Yu just crossed his arms and replied nonchalantly, "But I don't want to answer." Daisha nearly went ballistic. "Then take this secret to your death!" Mingren slowly stepped out, his face solemn. "Do not lay a finger on him." Daisha immediately recognized the person in front of him. "Heavenly Tao, you are the successor of Gui Rulai." He pointed his sword at the opponent. "I have also heard of you. Rumor has it that you are the youngest person in the Sky Curtain to reach the Tao-attaining realm. I wonder how powerful that is." To answer Mingren, he stomped his foot, revealing the Heaven Net step. He also immediately raised his saber, Heaven and Earth Tao Net style. The 2 techniques collided. Mingren became even more excited. Heaven and Earth. Tao Destiny style. "It's been a long time since I had a fight. Like this, take another one of my moves." Driven by excitement, he continuously unleashed the Heaven Saber First style. Aisha also released a powerful move. "Bring it on!" The 2 sides clashed violently. A massive explosion shook the ground. Both smiled and commented on the other. "So strong. Lin, you had to step in and stop them. The 2 of you have no reason to fight to the death. No need to continue." But Daishu spoke with contempt. "You, a mere Emperor Realm cultivator. What right do you have to speak to me like that? Today I must take him with me." Mingren stood in front of him, his expression serious. "I apologize, but I stand by what I said. If you want to touch him, you'll have to get past me first." This action annoyed him. "Why are you so insistent?" Mingren said with a very serious look. "Because he can teach me the saber technique." Daisha raised an eyebrow, expressing doubt in him. He affirmed it again. "That's right." Lin Yu was full of confidence again. "Whether you believe it or not, it is the truth. With the little Buddhist master here, you can't touch me." He then turned around and left. "Lin Yu, don't be complacent. The little Buddhist master can't always guard by your side." At this moment, he used sound transmission again. The 7 steps to treading heaven. The last few moves. You haven't given them to Yu Shu yet, have you? Isha was also surprised and transmitted his voice back. "How do you know this?" He also spoke up to warn him. "The matter of Yu Shu, telling you about your identity, cannot be fully trusted. You must have discovered the problem long ago. The 7 steps to treading heaven is the Tao Lord's inheritance." He moved closer to Dai Shi and asked a question. "Yu Shu took over your father's Tao Lord position, but the inheritance is with you." Isha also looked quite confused. "What do you mean? Are you trying to sow discord between me and my master?" Lin Yu still calmly replied, "Not sowing discord. You actually still suspect that Yu Shu killed your father. But you are just missing one piece of evidence, isn't that right?" Dai Shi squinted at him, full of suspicion. "You have evidence?" Lin Yu with a calculating expression. "Soon enough before that. We need to borrow the power of Matang, Zheng Xingying, and the Heavenly Soul Sect Master for a bit." He was getting quite impatient. "You want to go to the Yushu Snow Mountain? If there is an answer there, I can immediately lead you there." But Lin Yu immediately stopped him. "No, the time is not right yet. Furthermore, the path of the treading heaven pool. Tao that you follow. Once you bear the crime of betraying your master, you cannot go far." Dishi also calmed down. "I can temporarily believe you. If by then you don't have evidence, I will still take action to capture you." "When do you say the time will be right?" Lin Yu answered without changing his expression. "Wait for me to visit the soul-devouring sect. After that, the time won't be far off." Before leaving, he offered a smile. "I await your evidence." Mingren stepped forward to voice the doubt in his heart. "I didn't expect Brother Lin to also be the successor of the Emperor's sword. Brother Lin is such a prodigy. In the future, I and Dai Shi might not even be equal to you. Why would you bother helping my Killing Heart Palace?" Lin Yu spoke frankly without hesitation. "I won't hide it from you anymore. I saved the Killing Heart Buddha in order to deal with Shang Yuan." "Shang Yuan Tao Lord?" He frowned, looking puzzled. With Brother Lin's ability, using a similar technique, it might be possible to find a simpler helper. Lin Ya had his own plan, and the Killing Heart Buddha was the best choice. First, to deal with Shang Yuan, one must have the determination to confront Biluo. Second, the Killing Heart Buddha has the dignity of the saber's edge, and disdains your petty schemes and lies. Hearing this, Ming Ren laughed with delight. "Well said. To be acquainted with Brother Lin, and to understand the Tao of a friend's blade so well, is my honor." With that, he also left with a promise: "I will secretly protect Brother Lin, unless Yu Shu comes personally. Otherwise, I will ensure Brother Lin is safe and sound." He said from below, "Thank you." Shu Wu immediately appeared and respectfully asked. He finally left young master. "What is the next step?" Lin Yu answered very casually. Of course, we're going to the Heavenly Soul Sect to find Ling Wu Da. Yanshan held his arm and whined playfully. Master, I'm going with you. Jingshu also held his other arm. Master, please take me instead. Go to the lapis lazuli moon-treading pavilion for a breakthrough cultivation. Yanshan, stay and guard the place. She also refused to give up. He replied, Jing Shui's cultivation is still too low. This trip might be dangerous. You stay here too. His eyes showed he had other intentions. This time we'll bring 2 special women. The 2 girls looked displeased. Do you mean we are not special? Lin Yue looked into the distance and explained. It's not just these 2 people. They have a miraculous effect on the Heavenly Soul Sect Master. The sky was still clear. A cloud-treading flying boat was soaring on its way. Shu Wu couldn't hide his curiosity. Ling Wu Da, the Heavenly Soul Sect Master, is very difficult to deal with. How did you quickly confirm that? That's not right because he wants to enter the Great Dao realm. She fell into a sense of worry again. He wants to reach the Dao Lord level? That powerful? Then what should we do? Lin Yue answered very calmly. The first step is still to start with women. The 2 girls were speechless. Realizing he misspoke, he gave an awkward smile and walked away. I won't explain to you anymore. That ahead is the Heavenly Soul Sect. You will know very soon. The flying boat had arrived at its destination. Lin Yu was still preoccupied with what to do. Should I find Mo Tiangxian first? Or look for Ling Wuda's wife, Jin Lian? Before this, Yuqi narrowed his eyes, putting on a mysterious air and judged. This young fellow has a radiant aura and 2 extraordinary confidants by his side. His future looks very promising. Oh, this old man is skilled in innate divination. How about letting me read your fate? Wanqing was surprised and immediately asked, Old man, what is your name? Do you really know about the events of 500 years ago? But he felt very annoyed. Why did I run into this bothersome old man? He stroked his beard, putting on airs. 6 realms, sky-roaming immortal. He will certainly achieve great things. This old man is also Liu Yuqi. The girl wants to know the answer? Just let this old man read your palm. Lin Yi reached out and stopped her. I don't think that's necessary. He actually dislikes trouble. Who knows what nonsense this old man will utter. Run first, talk later. Yuqi still tried to hold him back with a few vague sentences. The divine maiden desires the human emperor, but the human emperor only wishes to conquer the world. What a pity, what a pity. Lin Yu was afraid Wanqing would turn back, so he had to pull her away. Sure enough, it's starting. Let's hurry up and leave. Go sit at the tea house over there for a bit. She also didn't dare to disobey the order. The 3 of them sat down together to drink tea and talk. Young master, do you know that old immortal? I guess so. He has some ability, but he's a lot of trouble. Just then, Yuqi was pushed right in front of them. He's truly a persistent ghost. He fell and hit his back on the ground. Han Xin, leading the way, was utterly furious. You stinky beggar dare to block my way! Are you looking for a death wish? Go for him! The subordinates also rushed forward fiercely. Got it? The 2 girls were worried and wanted to act chivalrously. Young master, save him quickly. Young master, I want to help that old man. Lin Yu briefly glanced at Yuqi, thinking, who can handle this old geezer? He's even pretending. Fine, I'll let it go. I have to act out a scene anyway. These guys are just the right level. The subordinates were leaping at him. He decided to speak up to stop them. Stop! Han Xin was in the middle of it, but was furious at being stopped. Which blind idiot dares to stop me? Do you know who I am? The nearby guests were also very stunned. How dare these people offend Han Xin? That's right. After Ling Changfeng's death, Hansen is Lord Mo's capable subordinate. Han Xin's methods are ruthless. These people are definitely dead. Lin Yu only spoke a few cold words. I don't care who you are, just trash. Han Xin was insulted and his fury soared to the heavens. This bastard is truly courting death. Kill that old man first, then kill the masked guy. The subordinates obeyed the order and shouted clearly, but the 2 girls rushed forward and attacked them a few times. Old man, leave this place to us. Go to the young master, hurry up. Yuqi was delighted to see how strong they were. Good, good. He didn't look at the old man, but asked curiously, a gentleman who roams the 9 realms and has experienced the hardships of mortals, by all accounts, all things and people in the world, should no longer be worth the gentleman's attention. But why do you look at me? Yuqi laughed and pointed at himself. I'm just a fortune teller. How could I roam the 9 realms, or experience the hardships of mortals that you speak of? Lin Yue held out his hand. You're bothering me, unless you sense a secret on me. I will allow you to read my fortune. He was also startled and surprised. You're really letting me look? He confirmed again. That's right. Yuqi happily touched Lin Yu's hand. Then I won't be shy. He casually replied, feel free. I'm also curious about my own secrets anyway. Yuqi looked at him with pity. You've lost your mind! Lin Yu glanced at him briefly. You can think so. Just read it first. Yuqi began to use his ultimate skill, innate divination art. He saw something and was terrified. This is Yu Chi seemed to enter another world. This is even bigger than the Jade Maiden Dao realm. Moreover, inside this flower, there is actually a small world. He saw two children running and playing happily. How can this be? The aura of these children actually surpasses a Dao Lord. Suddenly someone spoke. I have been waiting for you here all along. Why are you only arriving now? She appeared with a powerful demeanor. Yu Chi was only stunned, thinking this woman is too powerful. Who exactly is she? Waiting for whom here? She still complained, you're too late. It's really too late. At that moment, rocks fell from above. Yu Chi couldn't help but be terrified. Who exactly are you? Lin Yu immediately inquired, I want to know too. What did you see? His whole body was still trembling. I saw a world. He was also very curious. What kind of world? Yu Chi held his head, completely panicked. I forgot everything. Cannot be divined. Cannot be understood. Cannot be remembered. After that, he just ran away. Lin Yu was left behind, sighing in frustration. To clarify the secrets on my body is indeed not so easy. Hanshin just launched a move that shattered the cups and bowls. The two girls immediately retreated. Lin Yu quickly stepped forward, giving an order, You two stand down. Leave this place to me. Both responded in unison, Yes, young master. The man saw him and looked disdainful. Just an emperor realm. First heavenly layer. And you want to stick your nose in other people's business? Lin Yu didn't hesitate to use force to slap his opponent. One slap, and Hanshin was sent flying far away. Hanshin was furious at being beaten up like that. Go get him! Kill him! Lin Yu quickly unleashed the Rakshasa strike. Got it. Both subordinates were severely injured. Hanshin's arrival. Hanshin witnessed the scene and was terrified, begging for mercy. No, don't kill me, I was wrong! Lin Yu curled the corner of his lips. Go back and tell Mo Shanxian that I'm looking for her. He quickly ran off. Yes. Still very resentful inside. Dare to challenge Lord Mo. He probably doesn't know that. Lord Mo is no longer the same as before. He collected all the items of the defeated foe. Lin Yu coldly threw money at the owner. Here is 10,000 years worth of premium wine. Consider it compensation. Take the wine and get out of here. If you linger, many people will come. The owner was startled and freaked out upon hearing that. Many more people coming? Are you trying to ruin my tavern? But he quickly changed his mind. He was relieved. This humble one understands. Anyway, this money is enough to open a new tavern. Tang Xin looked around for a while. Where's the fortune teller from earlier? He calmly replied. He ran away early. Wanqing pouted in anger. Dang it! We were here helping him. How could he just run off? Tang Xin suddenly looked scared. Maybe we should run too. Outside the door, a shout was heard. Run? Can you even run? Hanshin pointed at the three, Lin Yu, and reported, Lord Mo, he's the one who killed our men. Xianxin recognized the person in front of her. Young master! Lin Yu looked at her with gentle eyes. It's been a long time since we parted at the Luli Dayue Tower, so I wanted to visit you. It's a pity that Lord Mo has seemingly gained a lot of authority now. Hanshin was dumbfounded by the address. Lord Mo? Xianxin angrily gave him a slap. You stupid piece of garbage! Young Master Qin is someone you can provoke? Hanshin finally understood and was terrified. Young Master Qin? Could he be the one who killed Ling Changfeng? The guy hurriedly knelt down and begged for forgiveness. Lord Mo, I was wrong, but she coldly replied, It's too late. Xianxian acted decisively and swiftly. Afterward, she turned and bowed to him. Young Master Qin has honored us with your presence. Your concubine was unable to welcome you from afar and allowed ignorant subordinates to disturb you. I beg your forgiveness, young master. Lin Yu shook his head and said gently, Forget it, ignorance is bliss. I have something I want to talk to you about. The remaining people were also scared stiff. Hansen is dead. No one dares to complain about anything now. Xianxian glanced at the subordinates below and ordered, All of you retreat, and stop anyone from approaching here. They immediately obeyed. Understood. She put on the demeanor of a subordinate again. Young master, what is it that you wish to discuss with me? As long as this concubine can do it, I will do it, even if I die 10,000 deaths. Lin Yu asked her directly. I came to ask you, do you want to become the Heavenly Soul Sect Master? Xianxian felt like she was struck by lightning. Young master, you're not joking, are you? Lin Yu pulled her closer and smirked, pretending, playing dumb doesn't make sense to me. The two girls were incredibly surprised, wondering, the sect master and that woman? Xianxian blushed with embarrassment. This concubine, of course, wants to be the Heavenly Soul Sect Master, but Ling Wu Da is too terrifying. Lin Yue just smiled and calmly replied, The Heavenly Soul Sect Master didn't even show up when his son died. Don't you find that strange? She asked curiously, What does young master mean? Lin Yu chuckled and said, He didn't want to show up, he didn't dare to. In fact, since a year ago, he had already started his closed-door cultivation and hasn't appeared, right? Mo Shanxian immediately responded in shock. This is the Heavenly Soul Sect's top secret. How did young master know? He immediately replied, if I didn't have some capability, would you obediently sit on my lap? Tell me, in the Tianhun sect, has anything unusual happened this past year? Tianxian pondered for a moment and replied to Lin Yue, unusual? After the sect master entered secret cultivation, something strange indeed happened near the place of his seclusion. Many disciples died there. Moreover, their spiritual senses were all drained dry. I suspect it is the Tianhun sect's long-lost secret technique. Hearing that, Lin Yu said, your guess is correct. It is the soul-devouring demonic art. It is a secret technique, used to maintain the spiritual sense at its peak state, because Ling Wu Da wants to maintain this state, so that he can break through to the Dao attainment realm at any time. Hearing him say that, Xianjian was astonished and exclaimed, Dao attainment realm? Do you mean that Ling Wu Da wants to reach the level of a Dao Lord? Lin Yue did not deny it, replying, correct. But the Yunu Dao Lord does not want a third Dao attainment realm cultivator to appear on her territory. Therefore, Ling Wu Da is waiting for an opportunity, and before that, it is the best opportunity for you to obtain the Tianhun sect, Mo. Jiangxian hurriedly replied, please advise me, young master. Lin Yu was about to continue the conversation when he suddenly felt a strange movement. He immediately signaled Mo Xianxian to stop, saying, we'll continue in a moment. Someone is coming. A dazzling, brilliant light appeared. Golden light shimmered throughout the space. A mighty phoenix flew over. Seeing this, Jiangxian panicked and said to Lin Yue, it's Lady Jin, young master. What should we do now? Hearing her say that, he showed no sign of panic and calmly replied, you want to escape? Of course you have your own methods. Don't give me that look like you've been caught having a sneaky link. Looking at him, she hurriedly knelt down and earnestly replied. Xiangxian was abrupt. Please do not blame me, young master. Lin Yu replied, get up. It's not wrong for a woman to understand how to use her assets. Why would I blame you? At that moment outside, a group of people wearing a layer of brilliant golden light and a woman standing on the head of the phoenix were swiftly approaching. She stood with her hands on her hips and shouted loudly, Qin Wonyan, Mo Xianxian, come out here for this madam right now. Mo Xianxian quickly opened the door and replied, Lady Jinlian, please calm your anger. Your concubine is currently investigating the matter of the young sect master. This is young master Qin Wonyan. He proactively came to the Tianhun sect precisely to clarify the situation. Lady Jinlian not only did not calm her anger, but became even more agitated. What is there to clarify? Arrest them for me, Mo. Xianxian panicked and said to Lin Yu, young master, how about we avoid her for now? Lady Jinlian is a supreme realm master, but Lin Yu remained calm, drinking the tea in his hand, and replied, no need to panic. Just say I came to offer an apology. He calmly continued, spring water fills the spring pond, spring breeze blows, spring grass grows, spring human drinks, spring child sleeps, spring bird sings the spring sound. Hearing Lin Yue's words, Lady Jinlian was startled and signaled to stop, then tearfully asked him, how do you know this poem? His voice came from inside the room, replying to her, I don't like talking through the door. Lady Mo Jinlian did not make things difficult for him. She flew down from the air, following a stream of shimmering light, and softly ordered those behind her. Without this madam's command, no one is allowed to enter. Entering the room, she immediately ordered Mo Xianxian. You also step back. Mo Xianxian softly replied, yes, then retreated while thinking. Could it be that young master knows Lady Jinlian's weakness? As Mo Xianxian disappeared, Lady Jinlian said to Lin Yu, can you speak now? He immediately replied cheerfully, of course. The great hall master asked me to bring this poem and also send a message to you. He misses madam very much and he doesn't know if madam is willing to give the great hall master another chance. Hearing this, Jinlian panicked and replied, it really is him. He finally came to look for me. Then she quickly frowned and said unhappily, he wants a chance? Why isn't he here himself? Lin Yu replied on that person's behalf. The hall master has already planned to attack the Tianhun sect at any time, but in his heart he thought differently. Ma Deng, I'll give you a bit of good fortune. Jinlian broke out in a cold sweat, asking again, attack the Tianhun sect? Then she heard Lin Yu reply, correct, because the hall master knows Madame will not be happy by Ling Wu Da's side. Only by eliminating this threat, Ling Wu Da, can Madame achieve true happiness. Hearing his captivating and flowery words, Jinlian seemed to be swayed. She asked again, did he really say that? Then what about my son? Why is this happening? Lin Yu gently waved his hand and said, that is the hall master's resolve. Ling, Changfeng is Madame's only burden. Break this bond, and Madame can pursue her own happiness, he continued. Furthermore, Ling Changfeng was conceived because Madame was humiliated by Ling Wu Da and violated The hallmaster once said that was originally Madam's disgrace. Lady Jinlian was stunned by these heartless words. She replied, "Well said, madame. The older you get, the more ruthless your heart becomes. Changfeng is still my son, no matter what," Lin Yu added. "To be honest, I am the 7th disciple accepted by the hallmaster in recent years. I am also the successor of the Yuming 7-kill hall. The hallmaster ordered, if Madam does not want to leave, then just kill me. Use the life of my successor to trade for Ling." Changfeng. Having finished his sentence, he threw a sword down in front of Lady Jinlian, startling her. This. Hearing these words, Han Wangking panicked and said, "Young master!" Lin Yu immediately raised his hand to stop her, ordering, "Don't come near us. This is a private matter between me and Madam." At this time, Jinlian's mind was filled with chaotic thoughts about Ling Changfeng, Ma Deng, and Ling Wuda. After a period of mental struggle, Jinlian still couldn't bring herself to strike. She said to Lin Yue, "Forget it. I won't kill you, but if Ma Deng dares to betray me, I will surely kill him." Lin Yu replied, "The hallmaster will definitely not let Madam down." Hearing this, Lady Jinlian worriedly asked, "Then how can this Madam help you two?" Lin Yu replied, "The hallmaster has everything under control. Madame only needs to cooperate and put on a show, and the Tianhun sect will be his for the taking." She quickly agreed, cheerfully replying, "Fine, tell me." Lin Yu then whispered his plan into her ear, saying that Madam only needed to do that. "Also, Mo Xianxian is one of our people." Jinlian was extremely perplexed. When did Ma Deng become so smart? Lin Yue reassured her, "The hallmaster has been planning this for a long time. Madame just needs to follow the plan." Jinlian didn't say much more, replying, "All right, then this Madam will go back and prepare. I'll take my leave first." Seeing this scene, Mo Xianxian praised in astonishment, "Young master is truly formidable." "Without wasting a single soldier, you were able to send Lady Jinlian away," he replied. "I didn't send her away. She is already one of us. In a moment, the Tianhun sect will have a great battle. You go to Ling Wuda's place of seclusion and kill a few people to create a sense of crisis for him. The army is at the city gates." Hearing this, she felt a bit hesitant and asked again, "What is the young master trying to do?" "Your concubine doesn't quite understand. Is this to force Ling Wuda out of seclusion?" Lin Yu denied, "No. Only when the Tao master starts the meeting tomorrow will he dare to come out of seclusion. So today is the best time to deal with him. The reason I want you to put on a show is to trick him into giving us the soul talisman that can mobilize the disciples of the sect." Hearing this, Mo Xianxian finally realized, exclaiming, "The soul talisman, I understand now." The young master wants to seize military power to counterattack the sect master. Lin Yu did not deny it, praising her intelligence. Every disciple of the Tianhun sect has established a life and death contract with the soul talisman. Therefore, the soul talisman has more power to intimidate than the sect master. You should understand what you need to do. Go! Mo Xianxian replied, "Thank you, young master, for making this happen." Hearing this plan, Han Wangking and Tang Xin quickly asked him, "Young master, do you want a great battle? Do you want us to help?" But he refused them, replying, "It's just a small fuss. I don't need you to intervene. Come here. I will help you increase your cultivation levels a bit. Later, I will need your combat strength." In the night, in the hazy space of the Tianhun sect, 3 massive silent ships glided through the air. Immediately, there was a commotion. "What is it? An enemy attack! Enemies are coming!" "The aura is very strong. At least tens of thousands of people." Lady Jinlian cried out in fear, "Who is that above?" In the sky, men with ferocious faces, carrying weapons, appeared. They said, "We are the alliance gathered from 8 sects, and we have come specifically to punish your Tianhun sect." One man ordered, "Attack!" The 2 sides fiercely clashed. Seeing the scene, Lady Jinlian ordered Mo Xianxian, "The enemy is too formidable. Go and invite the sect master now." She quickly replied, "Yes." Mo Xianxian took people and flew away to the location. She hurriedly landed and shouted, "Sect master! Our Tianhun sect is being invaded on a large scale. I respectfully ask the sect master to appear." Innumerable shouts of "Sect master" echoed around. "Save us, sect master! If you still don't come out of seclusion, the sect will be doomed." A voice asked from within, "Who caused this?" Mo Xianxian replied, "This subordinate does not know, but it seems to be people from the 7 sects, a combined attack of the 12 halls. This subordinate cannot mobilize the main fighting force, so we are about to be overwhelmed." A furious voice rang out from inside. "The 7 sects and 12 halls! A bunch of damn creatures!" Outside, the crowd grew more anxious, pleading for him to come out and deal with the brutal attack. "They have unclear intentions. We respectfully ask the sect master to take action and mobilize all the disciples of the Tianhun sect to fight." Tens of thousands of our people have already died. Please, sect master, come out of seclusion and command the entire sect to resist the external enemy. Ling Wuda thought. Tomorrow, when Yuru leaves the Dao realm to attend the Dao master meeting, that will be the moment this old man steps into the Dao attainment realm. I absolutely cannot go out until then. Oh well. Then Ling Wuda transmitted his voice, asking, "Where is Lady Jinlian?" She transmitted her voice back, replying, "Husband, I am up there, resisting the external enemy." He thought, it seems, there really is someone trying to take advantage of the situation and cause trouble. Then he ordered Mo Xianxian. Mo Xianxian, use this soul talisman to mobilize the entire force of the Tianhun sect to fight the external enemy. Spare no one. As soon as he finished speaking, the token flew out through the crack in the door. Mo Xianxian quickly caught it and replied, "Thank you, sect master, for granting the talisman." She quickly left and ordered, "Follow me, assemble the great army. Kill them all, leaving no survivors." The next morning, Han Wanqing hurriedly said, "It was so fast." "We've already broken through. Young master is truly amazing." Wan Shen also added, "That's right. Now even if it's a warrior of the Emperor realm, I can put up a fight." Lin Yu listened to their words and replied, "The person you need to deal with is not just in the Emperor realm, but it's Long Wu Da at the half-step of the Dao attainment realm." The two Shen looked grim and nodded. "How can we fight this?" Lin Yu immediately said, "You don't need to make a move. You just need to use your battle bodies to suppress his divine sense, and that will be enough." 1 hour later, many heroes and dignitaries gathered outside. Mo Shan spoke to them. "I summoned everyone here today because something has happened to the sect master. 2 years ago, he passed through the Abyss of Despair once. Everyone panicked and asked, 'The Abyss of Despair?' That is the outer region of the 9 realms of Heaven's Veil. It's the only forbidden area. Why did the sect master go there?" One person replied, "That's right, demonic beasts run wild there. The myriad beast battle emperor is even more terrifying." And Mo Xian answered their questions. "The sect master has been possessed by a divine sense of the myriad beast battle emperor. Over the past year, I'm sure you all have heard that our Heaven Soul sect disciples are often dragged into the bamboo forest. That place is where the sect master is in seclusion." Hearing that, someone panicked and asked, "The one who massacred our fellow disciples is the sect master? I seriously can't believe it." Someone else countered him, "That's not right. If the sect master was possessed, then why is the soul gourd in the hands of Sir Mo?" Mo Xian answered them, "It's because the sect master used his last shred of consciousness to pass on the soul gourd legacy to me. His final command is for us to kill the false sect master in the bamboo forest and destroy the myriad beast battle emperor's divine sense, to avenge him." Hearing that, hundreds of thousands of people answered in unison, "Avenge the sect master! Avenge the sect master! Establish the dragon entrapment array." Everyone immediately sat down and deployed the formation. The next morning, the air was stirred up by gusts of wind. The blades of grass swayed and flattened against the ground with the rhythm of the wind. Long Wu Da looked at the chaotic scene before him in panic. He yelled, "Audacity! This is my place of pure cultivation! Who dares to be reckless?" He was panicked inside, thinking, this is the dragon entrapment array devouring wine. The surrounding spiritual energy has all been absorbed. What are these beasts trying to do? Yuru Dao Lord is leaving tomorrow. Why is there so much trouble? Meanwhile, outside, Mo Xian held his sword and commanded the army. He spoke, "Myriad Beast Battle Emperor, stop pretending, the sect master is dead." "We are here to avenge the sect master." She replied, "That's right, avenge the sect master." Long Wu Da thought blankly. "Avenge? This old man is very much alive. Avenge what? What the heck is the Myriad Beast Battle Emperor?" Then he was startled as he realized the truth. "No, I fell for Mo Xian's trick. I'm afraid that little bitch, Lady Jin Lian, is also involved." Mo Xian forcefully swung his sword, creating a dazzling light, and shouted loudly, "Kill!" Countless large stone rings appeared in the space. They seemed to be sightless, whizzing towards Long Wu Da. He quickly sat down, muttering, "The plan, Yuru hasn't left yet. I have to split my spiritual power to suppress the Dao intent of the Dao attainment realm. This is really a pain in the butt. Once this old man breaks through, I'll go kill these morons." In a place nearby, Lin Yu and his companions were watching the scene. Han Wanqing asked, "Aren't we making a move yet?" Then he heard Lin Yu reply, "No rush, we still have 2 hours." Suddenly, a figure appeared, out of nowhere in front of them, and smilingly asked, "Oh, the kid from the Killing Intent Palace is here too. Are you also here for the fun?" Xiaoming was shocked and asked, "Who are you?" He thought to himself, "The aura emanating from this old man is terrifying." The stranger sneered and replied, "Don't be nervous. This old man hasn't sunk so low as to attack juniors. I'm here for him. At that moment, they recognized him and shouted, Liu Jialao! He replied, as for what happened before, it's thanks to you two that this old man was saved. This old man doesn't like owing favors to others. I shall give you a little gift in return. Then, he transmitted cultivation to Tang Xin. Tang Xin quickly accepted the cultivation and said, Breakthrough! I've broken through, thank you, senior. Then Yue quietly asked him, Old man Liu, aren't you going to divine this time? He replied, No, I won't divine. I feel more curious. What is your scheme for causing such a scene at the Heaven Soul Sect? He replied to him, Guess. Xiaoming Ren immediately said, If the little Buddha was here, I guess you would be his little brother. If that Blade Lord came... Liu Jialao heard this and angrily shouted, The esteemed name of my ancestor! How can you speak so casually? He continued, Speaking of hierarchy, when that Blade Lord sees me, he also has to address me as senior. Everyone was shocked. What? Lin Yu replied, Senior is truly insightful. You guessed correctly. But Senior is only repaying the favor of those two girls. What about mine? Hearing this, Han, Wangking, and Tang Xin looked extremely surprised. The stranger replied to him, This old man doesn't owe you any favors. But I'll help you gain a minor realm anyway. He immediately transmitted cultivation to Lin Yue. Seeing this, Lin Yue calmly replied, I don't even care about this kind of minor realm cultivation. The stranger's startled voice rang out, Impossible, why haven't you broken through? Lin Yue, as if he already knew, replied to him, I told you, I don't need your help with this kind of thing. The old man looked unwilling, and quietly said, This old man doesn't believe it. Then he immediately performed another action on Lin Yue. Seeing this, he stood firmly and smiled faintly, replying, Senior, don't waste your energy. The old man cried out in shock. Beneath the heaven's veil, to be able to cultivate the Emperor realm to such a profound state is truly unfathomable. Could it be the three origins merged? Lin Yu did not deny it. He just calmly replied, Senior truly has keen eyesight. Just consider me an ordinary Emperor realm cultivator, Senior. Just remember the favor you owe is enough. Which made the old man just choke out in surprise. There really is a three origins merged realm. I thought this was just a joke. Recorded in ancient texts from tens of thousands of years ago. He thought to himself, Brat, the energy this old man expended on you could have helped over 10 Emperor Realm First Heavens break through, and I still haven't repaid your favor. He resolutely left, saying as he retreated, I'm out. Not fun at all. Lin Yue respectfully replied, Farewell, Senior. He thought to himself, This time wasn't a loss. Han Wangking asked him, Young master, what is Senior Liu Jialao's cultivation level exactly? He replied, Dao Attainment Realm 8th Heaven. The girl cried out in shock. Oh my God. Xiao Mingren also sweated and replied, Dao Attainment Realm 8th Heaven. Only Bakao Dao Lord is at that level. He is the Heavenly Evolution Dao Lord. Lin Yu agreed. That's right. If it weren't for him, the balance of the heaven's veil would have been broken long ago. Next, let's wait. The Heavenly Evolution Dao Lord is going to the Dao Lord Assembly, and Yu Ru should also leave soon. 2 hours later, amidst the vast white snow, Yu Ru stood tall and said, This master must attend the Dao Lord Assembly. No one is allowed to set foot in this place. His disciple bowed and replied, Rest assured, Dao Lord. A faint blue light illuminated a corner of the sky. Yu Ru quickly departed along the beam of light. As he flew, he thought to himself, Although Dishi is only in the Dao Attainment Realm First Heaven, it shouldn't be hard to find Lin Yue of the Emperor Realm. Could it be him? But then again, that old ghost Kang Yuan couldn't find Lin Yue either. Perhaps I am overthinking it? At that moment, the other person was still standing in place. Pondering, the Dao Lord Assembly is about to open. Will that guy be able to find this place? The night was quiet. Longwu Da seemed to sense something and thought, Oh, the aura of Yu Ru Dao Lord has disappeared. He roared, It's finally time for this old man to break through. You all just wait for me. Then he sat down and began to perform his technique. As he did, he thought to himself, The consumption tonight has been too great. Hopefully he won't suffer a cultivation deviation. Just then, several mysterious figures were swooping down from the air. They were shocked as they recognized the scene before them, and scrambled to exchange words. Not good! Longwu-da is breaking through. His aura is terrifying. What do we do now? Unexpectedly, Longwu-da, as if distracted, let out a cough, and spat out a mouthful of blood. He thought angrily, These wretches! If it weren't for them fooling around all night, how could my breakthrough be so perilous? But even if my mystic chi is exhausted and my battle body is damaged, a Dao Attainment realm like me can still slaughter you all like dogs. Thinking this, he spoke loudly. How dare you rebel? This old man must kill every single one of you today. As soon as he finished speaking, Long Wu-da immediately unleashed his power, wave after powerful wave, descending upon the group facing him. He incessantly chanted an incantation, while summoning his enormous energy. Green rays of light carrying fiery rage filled the entire space. The people facing him were utterly panicked, asking each other, What is this? One of them quickly realized, shouting, "Divine Sense Attack! A truly powerful Divine Sense Attack!" As dawn broke, Lin Yui's group, who had been waiting for a long time, quietly flew from afar. He said, "It's time for us to make a move." "Let's go!" Everyone replied, "Yes!" Sect Master Mo Xian saw him and quickly asked, "Young master, you have arrived." "What should we do now?" he replied. "To still have such powerful strength after exhausting himself all night. He truly lives up to having awakened. Divine Sense, Tangxin, Hanwan Keng. Make your move." Lady Jin Lian, standing nearby, just whispered, "Next, we can only rely on you." Tang Xin quickly replied, "Understood." She clasped her hands gently, and immediately unleashed her flawless battle body. Everyone around was extremely surprised to see this, wondering, is this a divine maiden descending? So powerful. No, what's wrong? Long Wu-da spoke loudly in a low voice. "You want to die! Quickly take this move!" On one side, a brilliant blue color, and on the other, a powerful green clashed fiercely. The confrontation was incredibly intense. The two beams of light collided, creating a scene that was both magnificent and terrifying, like bolts of lightning tearing across the sky. Long Wu-da thought in alarm, "Damn it! Where did so many different bloodline battle bodies come from? Are different bloodline battle bodies so common now?" Lin Yu firmly ordered everyone, "Everyone retreat!" He then held a mysterious object in his hand, aiming straight at Long Wu-da. Long Wu-da was stunned, sweating profusely as he asked, "Who are you?" Lin Yu remained calm, opening the lid of the mysterious box he was holding, and replied to him, "I am Lin Yue, and I want to give you a gift." Hearing this, he asked, "Are you the helper those two bitches invited? The one that Kang Yuan Dao Lord is hunting for?" However, his eyes involuntarily turned toward the object in his hand. Lin Yue thought to himself, full of calculations, "This is the 9 Radiance Golden Pill. I fought for it all night. It's perfect for replenishing my power." Lin Yu lightly tossed the golden pill into his mouth and corrected Long Wu-da's words, "Sect Master, you got it backward. They are my helpers." Seeing this, he was speechless, thinking, didn't he say he was giving this old man a gift? Why did he eat it? Then, Long Wu-da immediately performed his technique, creating countless iron chains to bind Lin Yu tightly, saying, "Forget it, I'll take you as the gift instead." A few tens of thousands of years of comprehension from Kang Yuan Dao Lord is not bad. Seeing this, he smiled faintly and replied to him, "Don't worry, my gift will arrive immediately." Long Wu-da was annoyed by his calmness, frowning. "Don't try to be mysterious." "Hi, Long Wu-da, don't fear anything." Before he could finish speaking, Lin Yu immediately acted. His forehead shone brightly as if containing a divine flame, and instantly, 2 other phantom images of Lin Yu appeared. The sight left Long Wu-da dumbfounded. He was shocked and asked, "This is—" The rest of the people were also utterly bewildered. 3 young masters possess battle body cultivation and divine sense. "What are you trying to do, young master? Could it be the legendary thing?" Lin Yu shouted loudly, "3 origins merged!" Meanwhile, the divine flame formed dazzling golden rays, enveloping him. Long Wu-da struggled to resist Lin Yu's unparalleled power, thinking to himself, This is a divine object! "No way! You brat actually possess a divine object!" But then, he immediately realized that he had been restrained, and angrily thought, "Bastard! It's absorbing this old man's power, and this old man can't even move." Lin Yu maintained his calm demeanor, and laughed softly, continuing to speak to Long Wu-da. "Next is the gift I give you. The heavenly tribulation. I wonder if you will like it." The dazzling light rays quickly formed a formation, looking like a giant spider web. At this sight, the surrounding people panicked, hastily urging each other to escape to avoid being implicated. "Hurry up, get away, run! The heavenly tribulation is terrifying!" Long Wu-da still tried to maintain his formation, saying loudly, "This old man has already attained the Tao. What is a heavenly tribulation to me?" The power from the two directly collided, creating an earth-shattering roar. Suddenly everything became blurred by large plumes of smoke spreading through the air, making a vast area of the sky and ground murky. A few people nearby were terrified and asked each other, "Is he dead?" "Must be. That heavenly tribulation was too terrifying." "He's finally dead." Lady Jin Lian was sweating, worrying to herself, "Why hasn't Ma Teng appeared from beginning to end? That brat wouldn't lie to me, right?" When the smoke cleared, Lin Yu's figure reappeared. He said softly, "The battle body cultivation may dissipate, but the awakened divine sense won't vanish so easily." With one hand, he manipulated the source of power, and with the other made a hand seal, shouting, "Condense!" In an instant, Long Wu-da was contained within his palm. He continued, "With the awakening of divine sense, even if I refine you, I can still open the Snow Mountain furnace." Long Wu-da wailed, and blazing flames quickly surrounded him. Lin Yu concentrated his power in his palm. In his hand, a small, shimmering golden fireball quickly formed. It was glowing and radiating a mysterious light. Seeing this, Lady Jin Lian asked in a daze, "Young master, what is this? Is Long Wu-da dead?" He immediately replied, "This is the Emperor's soul. It can help someone at the 3rd level of the Emperor stage. Break through to the Emperor stage. Yes, Long Wu-da is dead. Time is running out. Little Buddha lady, follow me. The others stay behind and guard the Heavenly Soul sect." Everyone unanimously replied, "Yes." A flash of light appeared. Lady Jin Lian asked, "Where are we going?" Lin Yue answered her, "The glazed moon-treading tower. Ma Teng is waiting for you there." In the clear sky of the glazed moon-treading tower, Ma Teng said softly to Lin Yue, "Young Master Qin is here. Ma Teng respectfully greets you." He then replied, "Hall Master, you are truly a contemporary hero. Even before death, you can remain composed. I, Qin, admire your composure." Hearing this, he panicked and knelt down, begging, "Young Master Qin, don't kill me, please spare my life." Meanwhile, Jiang Qingying, who was tied up and kneeling beside him, scoffed in contempt, "Shameless." Lin Yu calmly replied, "Hall Master, no need for formalities. Look who I brought for you." He then motioned for him to look at the woman standing behind him. Ma Teng was stunned when he saw Lady Jin Lian. "This, Jin Lian, is it really you?" Tears streamed down her face as she replied to him, "Ma Men-king, you faithless man! I've finally found you." Ma Teng and Jin Lian were very affectionate upon reuniting. He held her hand, stammering, "How many times have I told you not to act like this when there are outsiders? Don't call me by that nickname, that thing. Why are you here? Where is that old thief Long Wu-da?" Tears welled up as she replied, "Long Wu-da has been killed by the young master." Hearing this, Ma Teng was stunned, his eyes wide as he said, "What?" Jiang Qingying was also completely bewildered. "Long Wu-da is dead." Hearing this news, Ma Teng naturally felt extremely ecstatic. He laughed heartily, saying, "Ha ha, this is great, Jin Lian. Now you can truly follow this old man." But Lin Yu immediately interrupted him. "Don't celebrate yet. I can spare your life, but the prerequisite is that you help me find the location of the Snow Mountain." Hearing him say that, Ma Teng asked hesitantly, "This subordinate understands, but Long Wu-da is dead, so we are missing one person. What should we do now?" Lin Yue then lifted the energy ball containing Long Wu-da's power that he had collected earlier and told them, "The part of Long Wu-da is right here. Let's begin." With those words, he, Ma Teng, and Jiang Qingying quickly sat down and began to channel their power. A faint blue light emanated from Ma Teng's forehead. From Jiang Qingying's side, a shimmering pink light was visible. The ball in Lin Yu's hand constantly emitted a brilliant golden light. The 3 rays of light combined and shot straight up into the sky, where a magic formation was being completed. From that spot, a magnificent and beautiful, rainbow-colored bird spread its wings and soared up. The bird flew straight ahead, and with a whoosh it vanished. Seeing the scene, Lin Yu said softly, "Ma Teng, Jiang Qingying, you two may go." The others remained to guard the glazed moon-treading tower. He quickly left, following the bird, and at the same time signaled for the little Buddha to follow. The other person replied softly, "Understood." In a corner, Ma Teng and Jin Lian were still immersed in the emotion of their long-awaited reunion. She said to him, "Men-king, wherever you go from now on, I will follow. From now on, I will follow you, wandering to the ends of the earth." He immediately agreed in response. "After the day we are forever inseparable, right?" Tang even turned around and asked Jiang Qingying, "That's great, Qingying, are you coming with us?" Which made her roll her eyes in disdain and reply, "But still want to hog both of them? Dream on." Meanwhile, Lin Yue and his companions were busy chasing the 7-colored bird incessantly. The bird, which was flying tirelessly, suddenly stopped short, clutching its talons as if hitting an invisible glass barrier in its way. Seeing that, Lin Yue realized they had arrived at their destination and said, "We're here, let's go in." Lin Yue and Xiao Mingren quickly passed through the transparent glass layer and entered another space. The scene before them stunned Xiao Mingren, who exclaimed, "It really is here!" It turned out that before them were rows of mountains, white with snow. The space was hazy, like a dream. Di Sha seemed to have been waiting there for them for a long time. and calmly said to them, I didn't expect you could actually find this place. He had already set up a chessboard and continued speaking to Lin Yue. Lin Yue, can you really dispel the doubts in my heart? He replied, You'll know soon enough. Lin Yue looked at the chessboard before him and murmured, This board is called The World is Like a Chess Game. That year Yu Ru, the Buddha Slayer, won here. More than 3,000 years have passed. The Blade Lord should return to the world. He turned to Qiao Minggren and instructed, Little Buddha, the heavenly blade can choose its master. Use it to find the Buddha Slayer. He agreed, saying, Understood. Then, Qiao Minggren drew the heavenly blade and performed a spell. The blade immediately summoned a powerful surge of energy. Qiao Minggren seemed to sense something, and quickly thought, It's down here. Immediately after, he resolutely brought the blade down onto the white snow, shouting, Ancestors, I'm here to save you! The ground cracked with a loud sound and split open into a large fissure. A colossal object emitting a shimmering golden light slowly rose from the earth. Seeing that mystical scene, Di Sha couldn't help but be surprised and said, This is the demon suppressing bell. And Qiao Minggren in turn asked him with confusion, It seems even you don't know. Qiao Minggren immediately replied, Master hid a lot of things from me. This thing is the imperial artifact of Yu Ru Dao Master, the demon suppressing bell. At that moment, Qiao Minggren tightly held the Blade Lord and charged straight toward the demon suppressing bell and shouted, Break for me! Seeing that, Di Sha remarked, This imperial artifact is too strong, yet there's no reaction at all. Lin Yue immediately replied to him, Don't worry. If you can't break it, I will. At that time, he was still constantly calculating in his heart. The demon suppressing bell being broken. Of course, Yu Ru Dao Master must know. There's going to be some drama soon. At the same time, in the center of the heavenly veil, a huge city stood majestic and silent. The Azure Dawn Dao Master, Bi Luo Great Harmony, was sitting in the central position and said to the gods surrounding him, In recent days, the abyss of despair has been frequently fluctuating. I speculate it is because the 10,000 Beast Battle Sovereign can no longer restrain himself and wants to get out. The Ghost Emperor. Shang Yuan heard this and respectfully replied to him, Biluo Dao Master led our human race to seal the 10,000 Beasts Battle Sovereign in the abyss of despair. It's been tens of thousands of years. Even if there is some disturbance, it's just like what happened in the Fangyi Dao realm before. They are just small potatoes. In response to Shang Yuan's somewhat subjective and contemptuous remarks, Nangong Yu immediately retorted, Small potatoes, you say? Well then, Lin Yue came from the Fangyi Dao realm. The Dao realm also issued a wanted order. What was the result? Shang Yuan refused to be outdone, immediately refuting her words. If it weren't for Shangling Dao Master intervening, Lin Yue would have become a pile of bones beneath our feet long ago. Nangong Yue also immediately retorted fiercely, her tone filled with anger. Ridiculous, you charged into my Shangling Dao domain. If I didn't care about you, where would the prestige of my Shangling be? Seeing the scene of two majestic gods suddenly having a fierce argument, Bi Luo Great Harmony frowned irritably and interrupted, Silence! Lin Yue is just a small-time character. I was able to destroy the 8 emperors of Fangyi back then. Of course, I can destroy him too. He continued, The most important thing now is to gather enough human race power to prevent the 10,000 beasts, Battle Sovereign in the abyss of despair, from raising its head again. Regarding this, what method do the 6 elders have? Liu Yoqi heard this and did not rely on his favored status to be arrogant, modestly declining. This old man is old, and his mind is not good. It's better to let the Bi Luo Dao Master speak. Hearing that, Bi Luo Great Harmony was satisfied and continued, Excellent. My idea is to gather all the power of the human race, restrain the person first, and then eliminate the demon. I believe none of you have any objections, right? The Ghost Emperor, Shang Yuan, immediately spoke up. Bi Luo Dao Master is absolutely right. I'm the first to agree. What about you all? Everyone unanimously agreed, shouting agreed with great momentum. Just then, Nangong Yu discovered a difficult problem. She asked with concern, Attacking is fine, but who will lead the 9 realms? Qianghua Dao Master put forward his suggestion. I believe that Tian Yan Dao Master, the esteemed elder Lu, has high morals and prestige, and is the best choice. Xuandu Dao Master also agreed with this view, adding, I also believe that Tian Yan Dao Master can take on the position of leader. Liu Yuqi immediately displayed a look of powerlessness and shook his head in refusal. This old man is about to fall apart. All that fighting and killing, huh? Don't forget that his heart was full of calculations. Bai Luo Dao Master has enormous ambition. Gathering all the forces, this battle cannot be avoided. These guys nominating me simply want to turn me into a blade. In their hands, that's all. How could this old man fall for such a trick? Just then, Li Sang Tian slapped the table and shot up, and spoke loudly. Shang Yuan Dao Master is currently at the 3rd level of the Dao Proving Realm. Nan Gongyu, Qiong, Chue, and Xuan Du are all at the 4th level. Yu Ru and I are at the 5th level, and Ju Yu is at the 7th level. Bi Luo and Tian Yan. Dao Masters are both at the 8th level. Jia Yu, Dao Master does not like power struggles. Since Elder Liu is unwilling, then we can only let Bai Luo Dao Master be the leader. Do you all agree? Hearing this, Nangong Yue and Liu Youqi fell silent, as if there were still many complicated thoughts in their hearts, while Shang Yuan and another person immediately raised their hands in agreement. Nangong Yu then said, "What a pity." That year, Kindi's strength overwhelmed all of us. If he hadn't suffered a backlash from the 7 failures to ascend, which led to severe injuries, and hadn't been incited by some people, leading to a great battle between Kindi and Mo Di, he would have been the best person. Shang Yuan immediately retorted to her, "Shang Ling, stop boosting him up. No matter how strong Kindi was, he had to perish, didn't he?" Seeing that everyone was leaning towards arguing again, Bai Luo Great Harmony spoke up to interrupt them. "No need for the noise anymore. Since ancient times, the winner takes all, and the loser is the bandit." Fang Yi was destined to be defeated. Besides Fang Yuan Dao Master, others who have been secluded for 10,000 years might not know that currently. What remains of Fang Yi is just a bunch of hillbillies. There's no need to mention them. Liu Youqi gently stroked his beard and sighed. This old man doesn't think so. I believe the people of Fang Yi, sooner or later, will reclaim the glory that belongs to them. Yu Ru heard that. Bi Luo Great Harmony was a little displeased and replied, "Enough. Don't bring up this matter again. Everyone disperse. When it's time to attack the abyss of despair, I will know what to do." Just then, Yu Ru seemed to sense something and exclaimed in shock, "The demon-suppressing bell! Who shattered this old man's demon-suppressing bell?" He immediately stood up, then said to everyone, "Excuse me," and summoned his ability. Those around looked at the scene with expressions of doubt. Nangong Yue immediately thought, "That Lin Yu kid went to the Yuru Dao realm and hasn't returned yet. Could it be that he is up to no good? I must go and check it out." The Ghost Emperor. Shang Yuan also calculated, "It's the aura of the Imperial Wheel. It must be that Lin Yue kid used the Imperial Wheel in the Waiyu Rudao realm." Li Sangtian also immediately noticed the existing strangeness. He thought to himself, "The demon-suppressing bell. The Ghost Tathagata! Someone released the Ghost Tathagata! No good! I must also go to the Waiyu Rudao realm." Liu Youqi, on the other hand, laughed happily, stroking his beard and rubbernecking.
Ha ha ha, this is quite interesting.
At this moment, Yu Ru had immediately gone to check the situation. He couldn't suppress his rage, and frowned, asking, "Who dares to shatter my demon-suppressing bell?" Di Sha looked at the scene before him, and was utterly surprised. He asked, "Brother Lin, where did this divine weapon come from? It can actually pierce the demon-suppressing bell. Can I borrow it to take a look?" Lin Yue skillfully refused and replied, "There's nothing worth seeing. I just casually bought it on the roadside." Both Xiao Mingren and Di Sha looked speechless. Xiao Mingren thought to himself, "Is he gaslighting us?" Di Shi suddenly remembered something and reminded them, "Master seems to be coming back soon." Lin Yue also didn't want to waste time, replying, "There isn't much time left. I'll go in first. It's good that he's coming. The knot in your heart still needs him to untie it." Having said that, Lin Yue didn't hesitate at all and strode toward the demon-suppressing bell. Blade Lord was already chained there, no one knew for how long. He was muttering and asking Yu Ru, "Has my time run out?" Seeing him, Xiao Ming, Ren was extremely surprised and asked, "Ancestor." Blade Lord opened his eyes to look at the person in front of him and said, "You are not Yu Ru." Xiao Mingren gently knelt down, cupped his hands, and replied, "The 31st generation successor of the Killing Heart Palace. Xiao Mingren pays his respects to the ancestor." This stunned him. A child of the main lineage of the 31st generation? In a mere 100 years, the Killing Heart Palace has changed 10 generations of successors? Hearing that, Xiao Mingren looked extremely stunned. He replied, 100 years? Ancestor, you have been missing for 3,727 years. He recalled and said, "I gambled and played chess with Yu Ru. If I lost, I would stay here with him for 100 years. Just then, Lin Yue stepped forward and said, "Inside the demon-suppressing bell contains a trace of the Time Dao intent. Furthermore, this place is eternally dark. Therefore, Senior, you couldn't notice the anomaly. His words made the old man disbelieving.